All right. So I broke down into pretty much four things of what I want to talk about for today. Instead of just going over a lot of like just everything that went wrong, just go
Mm-hmm.
over a few things that I think are easily fixable and that will turn how these scrims get viewed or how these scrims go a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, One is planning before and after every fight. And so what we've
Mm-hmm.
been working on with is our as having our main support, and at the moment that's Phantom, uh, all track before and at, well before and after every fight. Um, and so how we're going to do that as a team, and since everyone's here, and I hope everyone that shows up Sunday watches this, but how we're going to do it, and this needs to be law, right? Um, Before and after every fight, everyone shuts up and let Phantom speak,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to either tell the ults or ask the team, his questions that he needs to ask that we've gone over, a number of times now. We spent a lot of QP matches yesterday going over them, and then the day before we went over them. Um, and you guys are going to discuss ults. You guys are going to discuss what else do they have, what else do we have, and what are we going to do for this fight. That needs to happen every single fight, right? That's how
Mm-hmm.
we'll see in these VODs, in this VOD, how we lose just a lot of fights simply because we don't all know where we're going, and that's on Phantom and that's on you. And
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the points that I have is the main tank needs to come up with where we're pathing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to be consistent in telling the team where we're going.
Yeah.
So you did that a lot of times. So like you did fantastic. You and Volatile were easily the MVPs of the scrim because you guys were legit trying to work as a team.
Mm-hmm.
As I said before, it was DPS and Katie that let us down, just straight up. The DPS, like this first round, we'll see that they just straight through and said "F you" to the tanks, um, and they need to not do that ever again. And then we're also going to talk about just you know, with the comments with the planning is sticking with and around our Reinhardt. So we'll see also that a lot of times, because as you as main tank, if no one says that they're leaving, you assume that they're behind you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see a lot of times where they left you. They said that there was a target and they left you, but they didn't tell you that they were actually leaving, right? So you assumed that they were still behind you, because as you should, because your eyes are looking forward. You can't and don't have time to look behind you. Um, so they need to tell you when they're leaving for a bit to take care of whatever targets in their back line, and then you need to play safely until they get back. So that's something that'll also help us, because I think we'll see it on Control Center where you go forward and our Zarya Reaper go after Diva, and you get isolated because of that, because you thought they were behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so those are the big things that we're going to talk about today. I think if we just straighten those up, things will go a lot smoother. They won't go smooth, but they'll go a lot smoother.
Yeah,
If you can run a Lucio for the Rhine and Zarya.
All right.
yeah.
Let me get around this corner.
Yeah,
So we can already see the difference between our team or their team and then our team. They knew exactly where
Yeah.
they were going, like no hesitation. That's why they're getting to point quicker than us. They
The
100% knew
the reason.
exactly where they were going. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have a comment.
Yeah, go.
The reason I was hesitating when it started coming up to that point is because I saw them moving past me and already picking a path, and I was like,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So that this error happened back there in spawn. This is something instead of doing this.
can run a Lucio for the Rhine and Zarya.
Sounds good.
yeah, yeah. So
Ana, huh?
I'm gonna go Moira, or is this Anna good? Yeah, I'm going to go Moira since that's who I warmed up on.
If you can run a Lucio for the
All right, guys, let's focus up.
Yeah. So shit, I'm just gonna slap him.
All right, guys, let's focus up.
LMAO. Shit.
That's not
My
why.
kid comes home and he's singing that LMAO.
That's not
My
why.
kid.
Okay, I can't find it, but we were singing,
ABCs.
singing our ABCs, right? That's not what we need to be talking about here. We need to be talking about in spawn. Are we going this way? Are we going this way? Are we going up top for some reason? Which, whatever. Are we just storming them? Whatever. Do we want to loop all the way around and surprise them? Whatever. We would never do this, but we need to be picking a direction. All right. When we enter the map, it's game time. We need to be talking about what we're doing. What's our objective? So that's where we messed up here.
Kid comes home and he's singing that
Guarantee you,
LMAO.
they
Shit.
already
I'm
knew
just
what
gonna
was going
slap
on. That's why the BG guys. All right, guys, let's focus up.
Ana, huh?
To go Moila or is this Anna good? Or
Yeah, more would be better on this.
So another thing, just what have we been talking about all week? Shield break, right?
Mm-hmm.
Throw pick. Throw pick. They basically said to our tanks, screw you, basically. Because how are you two gonna, you guys have zero frontline pressure against, oh, guess what they're running? They're running shield break, right? It would be nice if we could do the same thing. Would be really nice. That's what you guys are playing for as Ryan Zarya. That's what we've been practicing all week, and our two DPS decide, nah, fam, right? Again, solo queue mentality. We need to get out of the solo queue mentality. We need to stop picking comfort picks. We need to start playing, okay, how does my hero help this comp accomplish his goal? So we need to get out of this solo queue mindset right here.
Map.
straight to point.
And as we pointed out yesterday, Kitty fed his brains out legit all night. What's he doing? He just I don't even get this play.
It was ahead of the DPS.
Dude, he was ahead of their team. He fed his brains out all night. So if this happens, just leave. It's 5v6. You guys are never winning that.
I tried to
They have a Junkrat?
yeah, so I tried to get a boop.
Go get booped.
Yeah.
Definitely we need to leave. So, but
Here.
I'm not gonna focus on that too hard.
Out.
Everything, the rest of this
Follow
comes in.
Jim.
It's
Yeah,
just
don't.
us not realizing the situation.
Push back up.
Yeah, that was
Problem
my
five.
fault. I should have told them to back up that we were down.
I mean, it's
All right, guys.
everybody's
Oh,
fault.
hit the wrong
at
button,
that point.
balls.
Maybe we should go main?
Yeah.
I think we should all realize we're down to what, like, losing point first isn't the end of the world, right, guys? It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Feeding 6 people's worth of all charge to the enemy team is, because that's going to give them all the economy, and they're going to win the next 2 fights off of that by itself.
Full charge.
So you guys did really good all night with the bubble rotations. You guys did really good. Yeah, that one. Just wait. And I think Volatile says it later. Just I think on control center. Just wait till you take damage a little bit to bubble, or to want the bubble. Just make sure you're in a pretty good line of sight to the enemy team before you take that bubble. So, we're not gonna harp on Justin too much. He fed here. He's not playing again. He's solo queuing. He's not playing with the team. He's not. It's not that Genji Doom is a bad comp. It's just that we're not prepared to play it yet.
Yeah.
We don't, and he, it's obvious that he doesn't know quite how to play Doom. It's obvious, and
Somebody's low in the back. See what?
that's a single mechanical issue that we can work with him if he so chooses to let us work with him on that. So not gonna harp on that too much. But
He
here,
wanted to watch Doomfist videos before we started the scrim.
he already came into the scrim with the wrong mindset then. So yeah, Justin, you threw and fed here. If you're listening to this, you threw and fed. You cost this team this fight. You and Virus cost the team this map here. Um, so, but let's assume we were wanting to run shield break, or we were running shield break. Imagine that, we talked about cover, right? Talked about what can we do to minimize sight lines to the enemy team.
Mm-hmm.
Where would be a good place for us to hold right now if we were playing shield break?
I mean, that and over here.
Yeah, mid, because mid would definitely be, yeah, like you said, you had this right. This would be nice. This would be better because their whole team is holding right side. So we
Mhm.
have this wall to cover us, and then, we have your shield, which is holding, maybe just sticking out here, right? So we have all of this to protect us, to break one barrier that's weaker than our Reinhardt barrier, right? If we just sit here and break this shield, our spam DPS have straight damage into their team, just straight up.
Mhm.
We break the shield. We don't even have to get on point. We just kill them from right here because they have no shield. What are they going to do to block damage? Nothing, right? And so we just win by standing out here in courtyard and Reinhardt just holding up shield and our DPS just breaking the shield.
Mhm.
So there was legit no reason to engage at all. We could have just stayed here and let our DPS break shield. And then when Arista puts another shield, we go up and break that. Um, like we had, they they gave us the win tonight. Like not the win, but they gave us all the rounds in the world tonight. We just didn't realize the situation and capitalize on it. Um, so yeah,
Bubble in two.
Diva.
and because we're already 5v6, you guys don't stand a chance
She's
really here.
she's low.
And just one thing, know that Mora can't heal through barriers. So you never had a shot of even surviving this against 2 spam DPS because your Mora can't heal you now because you're through this barrier.
Yeah.
So try and remember that, yeah, your healers can't heal through barriers. And try not to extend past them unless you know you guys can get a kill or you know that
Gotcha.
the whole team is going with you through that barrier. But we shouldn't even be caring about going through barriers right now. We want to break the barrier.
Diva. No, shit. William Josh.
Oh man, more down, more down.
So Phantom knows now. He'll be looking at this. What are you going to call now, Phantom?
The fights lost back
Yep.
up.
Yep, and then we start the conversation.
Ryan down, more. Zarya.
That's gonna happen every time. It's religiously. If the fight's won or lost, we start the conversation of game planning that Phantom will lead you guys through.
God, I almost made it to
All
that.
right, we have Blake
Sorry, you
coming
want me
up.
to wait for you? Or want me to just go in? I will.
We have Blake coming up.
They
Let's
have
go
a
main.
meat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use it to try to bubble another one. You can combo with Doom.
All right.
Tell me when
full
McCree
charge?
is last man.
Go ahead. That's gonna get me.
Yeah.
And things like that will be solved by game planning back here because we're gonna know that they have certain alts. It's possible we may not have tracked Diva Bomb after. No, it's been 2 fights, so yeah, we would have tracked Diva Bomb there. So yeah, and we'll position in the way, and you guys will position in the way. Just knowing that Diva Bomb's coming will help you guys immensely in how you're gonna position yourself to dodge the Diva Bomb.
Yeah, I could have moved. I could have, instead of shielded right away, could have moved forward and get more range on my shield.
Yeah.
Disengage, disengage.
Mora should have ult as well, so watch out with that. Okay.
They push right side.
Let's go with our Ryan, guys. I have enough time for a bubble rotation.
Bruh.
So let's just
Yeah.
go in.
He used all 3 of his cooldowns into the middle of a 6 stack. Just throwing that out there.
Bubbling it right.
Hello. What's going on, Derzo?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
I was on a phone call, and then Windows said it was going to update now.
Nice.
So,
Windows has the best timing.
yeah. Is it the same link?
Same link, yeah. No need to change it.
Okay.
So here, assuming a perfect world that we were running our spam comp, we would have, like, you can, in this case, approaching top versus bottom, minimal effects, or minimum difference. It doesn't really matter here. Approaching bottom would have been better just simply because you have kind of a wall in front of you instead of top where Junkrat probably could have gotten some nades on you, weakened your shield by the time you went forward. So, but it's not the worst thing in the world here. But yeah, so with one of the points that we talked about, sticking with Rhine, you'll be leading the charge. They'll be behind you. They'll start breaking the Sarisha shield. When that shield breaks, you know, we have free damage past her until she replaces another shield, and then we just take the space that she gives us. So we're going to, you know, so it doesn't have to be quick. We don't have to, you know, you don't even really have to go in and swing. You just want to shield manage like we talked about. So maybe, so like you see where his shield is placed right here. We could have you could have just held this corner, right?
Yeah.
And shield managed, you know, drop your shield if you needed to recover a little bit while your DPS just spam the shield, and that's going to force them to rotate back to point. And then we just like we did, just like we said in the last the 2 fights ago, we could have held here unless their shield all the way back here. Then we could just then we can walk on point and just shoot their shield.
Yeah.
Right. So just be thinking about that. It doesn't have to be quick, right? Just realize where their shield is and see if there's cover that you can hide behind, and tell the team and this is where we're playing, and DPS just tell the DPS to shoot shields. That's all they have to do. So,
Ryan?
but we can see that, you know, pretty much every fight we were just 5v6 here. Justin fed, Virus fed, and Cookie fed. You guys never had a chance.
Lucio.
Boss. I fed. Sorry.
Watch out for Ty.
I'm lucky.
Okay, they use
Do you know what shield hopping is, by the way?
Not much. Or I need.
Not much or not at all?
I would say not much.
Okay, do you know what it is, but not how to do it? Or what does not much mean? Like specifically?
I just don't know how to do it.
Okay. We can work on that after then.
All right.
Is it something you're gonna go over, or just what?
It's not worth discussing now. It's something that you used to like just work on separately.
Cool. All right.
It's like a Reinhardt tick.
Yeah. So this is good. We're actually playing together right now. This is the look we want every time right now. Reaper's not terrible if he just really wants to play Reaper. He had good shield break. He had better shield break. So if he really wants to play Reaper, it's fine. But he needs to be playing it in the proper way.
Okay.
So we did good roll rotations here.
Just shut up on it. I got a headshot.
So we were talking about this yesterday with Volatile. So we know you were up here waiting for shield, and while you were waiting, you took 2 Junkrat nades to the face. That's just going to be, this is going to take time and exactly, you know, you and Volatile working out exactly how you guys want to call both rotations to make sure that timing is a bit tighter. Because, you know, there's a good second or two that you wait for the shield, and that almost kills you here. You live, but that almost kills you. And we feed Junkrat a good bit because of it, and probably someone else. So that's, you know, just something you two can go into QP and work on, and just do that for an hour or two. and it's always good to QP often with your duo partner or with your other role, and then also it's always great to six stack with a team or just play with as many of your teammates as you can often, so you guys can get a feel for each other and get synergy
Yeah.
going. So yeah, whenever.
Duo queued with my support partner a bunch for the new team on like 3 or 4 hours the other day just to learn where he sets up.
Yep. Yeah, my buddy and I from my old team, we still play all the time, and he knows my Ana better than I do. He knows where I'm going to be without even asking me, because we just played so many hours together, and I know I can trust his Lucio with just to the utmost perfection. You know. So you just play. So anytime anyone asks you that, they want to keep E, if you want, if you're available, it'd be great for you to do that. And anybody, everyone needs to play together just to build that synergy here.
Yeah.
So
Bubbling you.
again, you guys did great with bubble rotations here, and you are low, right, because of those. So we just need to watch out here. But I think you fire strike.
Mine's really low.
Yeah, if you're low, never fire strike. Right,
Gotcha.
I'm sure Phantom was pissing his pants when he saw you fire strike. I know I do it. I'm on
That shit happens in slow motion. Like I'm counting in my head, and I'm like, he's at 6 seconds,
Right.
7 seconds, 8 seconds. He's at like critical, and then it happens. Just immediately nade and pray.
Yep.
And I think right here I was reloading, so I was like, damn it, damn
it
it.
always happens right when the reload. I swear it every time.
Yeah.
I swear every time, dude, when they reload. Every time. Never fails.
I thought
Never fails.
right when you
Oh,
need it
help
the most.
Yep.
Alright.
But luckily,
Help her right,
you
help
hit
her
some
right,
shots. You
Deep is in.
survive.
Antique.
Oh, I got
So Cookie actually doesn't feed, it just gets trapped.
I got trapped. I got
Deep is
trapped.
low.
So this is where, there's just the principle of, okay, we need to be sticking to our Ryan here would help. I have no, again, during the session, I have no problem off angling, but people need to tell you that they're off angling, so you kind of know the senses of, you get the sense of what's going on, exactly how much help am I going to have.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause- and this doesn't, where everyone is not the worst in the world. It's just the fact that I guarantee you, no one knows what's going on. If we knew and purposely took these positions, this would be a completely different outcome, because this isn't bad, right? Junkrat's exposed between you and Hanzo. Zarya can protect Reaper for a bit, while they may probably make their way back to you slowly. And then we have Ana sitting in white, maybe rotating this way, just depending on, whatever happens. Because, if Ana sees our Zarya and Reaper, slowly migrating towards you, she'll probably just rotate through here. And then, boom, we have 5v6, maybe 5v5 because we killed Junk, or maybe as Reapers are backing up, they kill this Lucio, so now the fight's even again, kind of thing. It's just the fact that getting the position correct and just keeping with the methodology that we're sticking with our Reinhardt would help here. And everyone just needs to, if things get chaotic, find your Reinhardt and stack on him.
Phantom,
Which
pause it
one?
again.
Yes.
Do what?
This is a nade spot for you. About 5 seconds, 3 seconds before this.
Uh-huh.
And then if your Ryan's up here being aggressive, like with, I think Zarya was here, Reaper was here, you land that nade instead of this one on the Diva, and you
Okay.
get a lot more value out of it. Be a little more conservative. I think you used it to save Pasty though, so it wasn't
Yeah.
that bad.
Yeah, I used it because I was reloading and he needed health, so I had to save Pasty while I was reloading.
Yeah, just press play again.
Antique.
Oh, I got trapped. I got
Deep is
trapped.
low.
Right there.
Spawn junk.
Right here.
Yep. I
You
can see that.
hit this, and your Rhine goes in. 75 cleave damage. They can't heal. That's an easy fight win. That's honestly a win condition. Zarya right clicks, Reaper. Who's your other one? Hanzo, and then just Reinhardt swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Pasty, you need to drop the shield a little more often when you're at full health.
Yeah.
On King's Row, it happens a lot too.
Gotcha.
You are much You'll do a better job keeping people away from you if you swing rather than hold the shield up. When you hold the shield up, they try to get in on you because you're not able to defend yourself. You drop the shield and swing, you can basically 1v1 any squishy except Reaper or May.
Mm-hmm.
Just left.
Jump spawn, jump spawn.
Okay, yeah, I'm done there.
Heal 1-1. Careful, heal.
So even here, we're not in a bad spot, right? We're Justin Wraith over here. I'm not quite sure why. He wasn't that low. He wasn't that low health, but he wraithed out, so that kind of messes with us a bit. But like this is, you know, an okay spot. Our Ana needs to leave now from where she's at, unless we move this way and protect her. So that's something we can call, right? You know, Phantom, that's something you can call. I know it's going to be hard to call in the heat of the moment, but recognize, but recognize what we're so think about it this way, like, so Pacey, we're going in, you know, next scrim, thinking and assuming everyone's huddled up on you. So you can make these calls like, okay, now, you know, let's push, right? So you can make this call here and assume that everyone's pushing with you.
This is good repositioning volatile coming from here all the way back behind Orion. I don't know if you guys have this actual call. The call for an Ana trying to get back to her team in a dangerous way is care, but you can just call for help.
Okay. So I can say like Ana help, Ana help.
Help your Ana.
Okay.
Help your Ana left, like wherever your team is, so they look at you and they can, you know, you can get a bubble to come back. You can get like a shield, just something.
Okay.
It'll become more relevant when you play better teams because then the McCree won't miss as many shots.
Okay.
But yeah, you can call for help, or you can go down the back way.
Okay.
Safe way, dangerous way, but you stay in the fight. You know, 2 options.
All right.
Oh,
I
rotate
should-
tanks, please, now. Yep, rotate for tanks.
Jump.
Did your shield break there?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my fault.
I need help.
I like how you use the pillar.
Yeah, cool.
That's a decent spot to be because you can LOS them while you're backing up behind the wall there. You just kind of got you got frozen because you had the
Hey, hold
Junkrat
up, we
on your
lost
right
Ana.
and the rest
Yeah.
of them to the front left, and you just kind of froze up because there was nowhere for you to go without taking the
I'm
damage.
healing you. I just don't have ramp.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, we're close to dragons.
Yeah, again, that's one of those times swing and hope for the best. And when you learn shield hopping, you can shield hop backwards,
Yeah.
which will help you get out.
Especially
It's
with the rush.
unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate Cookie died there because he could have he should have been there to speed you out.
Mm-hmm.
And here, realizing what happened late in the retreat. So we had someone die first, so we retreating, right? But then in our retreat,
I'm healing you. I'm healing you. I just don't have ramp. I'm not
Yeah, we're close to
Can you go back a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
When did he die?
as they were,
Where is the McCree right now? Oh, he died up there. Okay. I thought he got like flash fanned,
Onto
hiding
or
somewhere.
something
Okay,
else.
Hey, hold
No,
up, we
Hanzo.
lost
that's just
Ana.
unlucky.
yeah.
Yeah, Ana's down.
Hanzo shouldn't be peeking this though.
I'm healing you. I'm healing you. I just don't have ramp. I'm not
Yeah, we're close to dragons.
So if this happened, to
Han's in here.
realize, yeah, to realize that we had someone die first, and then they had someone die second. So we don't need to rush here like we think we do. One, we don't need to rush because we have someone in spawn. Two, we don't need to rush because our person died first, so they're respawning sooner, right? So we just need to wait just a little bit before we go. We can still take advantage of a 6v5 that we now have if Cookie were to do his job and go speed our Ana forward, taxi our Ana forward.
Phantom, you should be asking for that too.
Okay.
I got dragon. I'm watching it.
Be more demanding of your
Pushing
teammates.
with that, pushing with that.
Like ask for help.
Bubbling you, Ren.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I was telling Zayn yesterday that I need to talk more because right now I'm kind of like just talking, just either one to say that I'm rotating or two that about the other team's ults, but I'm not even getting. I'm still learning that part too, so I'm not really talking as much.
Also,
Yeah, it's go ahead. Is that
Just-
Reaper?
is that a Reaper? No, I think that's a cookie.
No, that's cool. That's Lucio.
Okay. If he was actually riding the wall, that'd be okay. Because I like to float on this pillar when I play Lucio. I go back and forth and shoot.
Mhm.
But yeah, by be more demanding of your teammates, I mean like demand more resources and demand more protection, especially if you're on a character like Ana who can't move, can't protect herself. It's kind of a weird concept if you've never played on a team before. But demanding more resources as a DPS as well or as a support will win you games because you know if you pump enough resources into like an ultimate, like you bubble your Reaper for example, and he's over here. Now McCree can't flash him. It's very simple, but it's a huge play.
Yeah.
So those kinds of things.
D.Va left
D.Va
side. D.Va left side.
So here's one of the examples we talked about. Oh, here's the example I had mentioned earlier. So our Zarya Reaper leave to go take care of D.Va, which I'm totally okay with, right? Zarya wins that every time, especially with the Reaper by our side. But they didn't tell you that they were leaving, right? So you naturally thought that they were with you. And again, if we were just playing shield break comp, you know, we just kind of break the shield and eat these two alive, right? Our strategy is very simple, but it's very effective. Like this team handed you guys our comp on this platter, and we just didn't take advantage of it. But in this case, so what we're going to, you know, what we're going to try and do. Our team needs to let you know when they're leaving, and you just need to play safe just for a little bit until they get back. Right.
The alternative here, and it's a little more advanced, is recognize that McCree is dead, so they don't have flashbang, so you can speed behind their shield for free, and they can't punish you.
Gotcha.
Your team has to stay together though,
Yeah.
because if you speed behind the shields, you just die. But if you have Reaper and Zarya in here, Thetaris is dead.
Yeah.
And then also realize if we are going to speed through the shield, like if that's something we're considering heavily, then we probably want to switch the Ana at that point, because she can't do anything unless she speeds with you, and then finds a safe spot after she goes through with you. It's just something to consider, but I wouldn't worry about like thinking that too in depth at the moment.
Yeah, that's definitely a higher level of communication, telling him where to go around the shield so you can heal him.
Up here. Up down.
Shit.
And this is something we talked about, you know, like in that whole Route 66 when we first started doing the shield management, you were hugging, you know, the right wall on Route 66 and taking wide angles, and we started holding more towards the billboard so you can like enter a gas station quicker and get out of our line of sight. Kind of the same thing here. You take a really wide angle here and just expose yourself to well, if their whole team was looking at you, you know, they weren't, but if their whole team were looking at you, you'd be fired upon by 5 people. Would be 6 if Kree was here, but he's not. But so you could have just simply held here, and if you got in trouble, just back out right here real quick and regen, shield health, get the mini, whatever. Right. So again, just trying not to wide peek so much.
Gotcha.
Take, you know, always just a good rule of thumb is just always hang near walls until we, you know, learn otherwise. But always hang near walls. Always hang around 90-degree angles.
Gotcha.
So our team does end up going back to us.
He is standing still on top of a pillar. That's
Yep, not behind shield or anything.
just standing still in general is bad, but not behind a shield and on high ground in the middle of everything. So Phantom, you should be calling 5v5 right now.
Yeah,
You lost your Reaper.
Just-
They lost their McCree. Even 5v5. Or
okay.
whoever's job that is, whether it's Lucio or yours. I don't know. I don't know
It's
your
mine.
exact comp structure.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the moment, just simply only because Cookie hasn't shown up to these. Is the only reason why Phantom's having such a heavy load.
Okay, he needs to
Okay.
show up.
He does, yeah.
Back. Oh, I forgot.
That's why that's why I put in the announcements that people who are screaming tomorrow need to watch this
Going in. Back.
if they can't make it. So just because of they separated from you again,
Just back.
there's no way they could bail you out of this boop. If our Lucio was attentive, he could have sped you out after you got booped.
Oh,
Our Zarya also leaves, even though she used projected already, she still could have helped ward off the pressure that is about to ensue because you got booped into their team.
we're going in. Back.
Alright, Kitty not looking at you whatsoever. Our Zarya left you, our Hanzo is gone. And Reaper's
I-
dead, so.
I think at this point when I saw him in my line of sight, I had tried to save him.
Yeah, at this point, just swing. Your shield is about to break anyways. You don't have help.
Yeah, I didn't know that though.
Yeah.
You'll build you'll start as you play Reinhardt more and more. You'll start to build like that sixth sense of when you're fucked. Trust me. You'll make a mistake and just go, oh, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
Back up.
Oh, you do
Back up,
swing,
back up.
but
I'm backing up. Give me heals.
They should have Arissa.
Oh, I headshot on McCree, but I didn't get full.
This is just a
so-
league situation. We're just hanging around, probably feeding a little bit. Actually, yep, he does feed. This is just a leave and get out situation. A stagger here would be terrible.
What is Lucio doing?
He's the new Reinhardt. Did the patch come through? Did they like remodel Reinhardt's model?
He's
Really
Lucio with
doing that.
1,000 health.
Really fucking with Reinhardt.
again, it wouldn't be that bad if he was actually on walls.
Uh,
Because then at least he
no,
can
we have
get out
Dragon.
fast. But when he's on the ground,
Just get him in a
he's just
corner,
gonna
nice.
die. How many Junkrat traps does he hit anyways?
2 that I know of so far.
Oof, okay.
Hanzo about to get murked.
I'll be back momentarily. You can keep it going.
Um,
Not
generally,
that deep.
if they have a Junkrat, we don't really want to be in corridors. Right.
Yeah.
His M1 is pretty deadly in corridors. Stick to open spaces that we can just dodge him better, more easily at least. We win this fight.
Oh,
The junk's
that's
down.
my bad. That's my bad.
I have focus.
Junk
Lucio,
and Diva.
Lucio.
5v4. Lucio on point. Lucio half.
McCree.
So one thing we're also gonna do is rely a lot on volatile for target calling if we can.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna go a little bit simple, and if volatile calls a target, everyone needs to focus that target. Just drop what you're doing and focus that target.
Yeah.
Cookie
Nice.
fed the Mora right there. He was up.
Yeah. And he goes, "Be careful." I'm like, dude, we're up like 4. Gets the Moira, just
coming
beat
us
back.
for
Back, careful. Mother coming back.
1v1 McCree, I'll happily 1v1 you.
Moira.
In no way do we hold point here. In no way. We crush the rest of their team here. Alright, you gotta see this. We crushed the rest of their team here. In no way did they get out of here.
Moira Diva.
Sorry, just
Alright,
save your draft.
Yeah, I'm rotating.
Like, we let them have all that space for free right now.
Get charged. Get charged.
I have bubble yet. I have bubble for you though.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, good job with the rotation.
Full.
keeping her Zarya charged.
This diva's really ahead of her team.
Try to get her out of mech or something.
Now watch what happens here. I want you, Pasty, to tell me how this fight gets won.
That's that.
Somebody's empty. Somebody empty.
We're slow, we're slow. Nice, nice, nice. Shoot, shut it down.
Get in there.
Beside you.
Backing up, backing up, backing up.
I say we just leave the diva out of mech. Oh, never mind.
Because my shield broke.
We're
and
slow.
we
They're out of
came
mech
back
or something.
to go for the diva.
Oh, it happened way before then. When was this?
Oh.
What happened initially that made this fight winnable, or that pretty much secured the fight for us?
That's that.
Somebody's empty. Somebody empty.
We're slow.
Okay, that Orisa.
And how did we kill the Orisa?
They're out of mech or something.
We took down her shield.
That's
Exactly. See how easy it is?
Yeah.
If we take down her shield, what's stopping us from killing the rest of their team? Legit nothing. We have a higher health shield. Her shield is on a super long cooldown, by the way. Right?
Mhm.
She can't deploy another one. They have to either press S key or W key into us, which they lose that fight. If they W key into us, in this case we have Reaper. They can't W key into us. And if they do, we just kind of kite back and keep shooting at them while we're kiting back.
I thought it was because the Orisa halted everybody into one spot.
that.
If they were good, then that would have killed us. Because halting is
We're
a
slow, we're slow.
broken
Nice,
ability.
nice, nice. Shoot, shut it down.
It forced everybody to stick to Orion.
Oh, that's yeah, right. We had no choice but to play it right.
Beside you.
Literally, everybody started going
Backing up,
for
backing up, backing up.
diva.
I say we just leave the.
That's what needs to happen, right? If Diva boosts, if anyone with any mobility hero uses a movement cooldown into our backline, and they're within reach like that, everyone that's just a straight kill with that person. That's an easy
Mm-hmm.
6v5 that we just turn that into.
Yeah.
The diva out of mech. Oh, never mind.
No more ults, no more ults.
Yeah, no more ults.
Junk right behind.
And again, that doesn't happen if we fight plan before. We wouldn't have double ulted there.
Well, wait for you or.
What is the Hanzo doing?
Yep.
I sound lucky.
Yeah, that
No,
alt
don't hold
stuff
on,
was
hold
my fault.
Weepers are coming towards you.
It's all good.
Shot calling's hard,
I'm gonna go
Very
all the way around.
especially at the beginning.
We have
Break
dragon.
shield.
It gets easier.
Diva right side, diva right side.
Yep. I was.
Watch out with high noon. High noon.
There is some
tonight.
fortified.
Here when I first started.
And watch out with coalescence.
Yeah, I'm
Pushing out
trying to be
coalescence.
hard on myself so I know what I have to work on.
Oh, you
That's
got both
just
you.
us Jacqueline
Full
Mercury.
support down. Full support down.
And then your tanks.
That is a
down.
fight lost.
Just, we see.
So again, we see this.
One more, Steven.
We see the kill feed.
I'll touch
we
it.
start
Lucius
talking
down,
about
Lucius
the
down.
game plan. What else do we have? What else do we have? What are we gonna do about
Yeah,
it?
we have dragon. We have beat. Let's try to push in with dragons like we've been doing, and then we can beat
Take
it.
your
I'm okay with
Take
the
your time,
plan.
I'll
That's the
touch.
plan. I'm okay with that. We could have executed better, but I'm okay with the plan. And just something to see here as a team, right? Dragons is a really good ability to cut someone off, which is exactly what we do. She should have been.
What is he doing?
What is he doing? Yeah, so if we had the ability to speed onto the Sarissa, we should have sped onto the Arissa, right?
This man said I can 6v1.
Bubble, you're in. Got touched.
At least he rode a wall for a second there.
Right.
Yeah.
He touched one. He then bunny hopped his way. This is like the best Lucio bat too. Or at least the one in ranked rotation. You have these little walls to hop over. It's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah.
hopping in the middle with no cover.
Diva, diva.
So this position we're in, I'm not sure how volatile I got over here. Well, probably Junkrat boobs if I had to guess. Or maybe
It was
even Diva
probably the
bomb boobs.
Junkrat. Yeah, yeah.
Probably Diva bomb booped over. But besides that, which is probably an accident, she should be around you, off angling or behind you. Especially with Diva here, she should be at Diva's face. but the position we're in is like fantastic. We do it on accident, but I'm saying this is a reason. This is a situation where if we're off angling, you know, this is perfect, and you would know how to play. You would probably just kind of chill around here and just playing safe because you don't have anyone behind you. You could just be going hard on this diva or hard on this Orisa, your choice.
Mm-hmm.
But
Phantom, where are you right now?
You would be playing different.
I believe I was somewhere in the back right here near the like this pillar, but on this side.
Okay, that's good.
There goes Cookie.
Jiggle picking the
Going for
pillar.
another 1v1 against the Moira.
Yeah. General rule of thumb is Lucio, stay away from Moira. She just
Yes.
counters your entire kit. He'd be better off going to fight their Junkrat
I
if he was
literally
going to fight
tried to
anybody.
save
Diva,
I
Diva,
tried
Diva.
to save him from
If your
dying.
teammate's going to feed, let him feed. It's a thing with healers. Usually learn it first. Especially Annas. If they walk out of your line of sight, you don't leave your safe position to try to save them.
Okay.
Yep, you're royalty.
It's the same thing with anything else, though. If your Lucio is a mile and a half in their back line, don't try to save him. Help him get back if he needs it, but if he's back there, he made his bed.
Mm-hmm.
So we win this with really good positioning. Volatile gets back to you. She knows her job. Virus is taking good off angle and they're not punishing him. Cookie accidentally ended up in a decent spot. Justin, as Reaper, is
Pasty.
fine.
Yeah.
So you're up 3. You can go.
Yeah.
This is cleanup time.
Yeah.
This is cleanup and stagger kill time, and you're at full health. In general, you play very conservative. I wouldn't say scared. It just looks conservative. You can definitely be more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Reinhardt. You can ask Volatile. I've played tank for her. I think I block like 1,000 damage a game, and it's just all swinging.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you don't have to charge. You can just jump forwards while swinging here and cut off their escape, and stick them with the Reaper because your hammer has a slight knockback.
Yeah. It bumps them in the direction I'm hitting.
Yeah, we'll talk about the hitbox for the hammer later.
Okay.
Because that's another tech that you should know. Or you should know it, but not know that you know it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We can continue.
Yeah, 3 up.
So here, just start calling support. Everyone's kind of just hitting what they want. It's just lucky that we're a 6v3, so they really can't win. But it'll help if we just target call here and just all focus on target now. We have Lucio. I mean, they do too, but we also have Lucio, so they're probably not going to get away too easily.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fine. Just focus on target. We don't, and like you said, just get stagger kills. One after the other, and just prolong the time that they can regroup as 6.
Yeah, general rule here. If they're not
where's
on the
that?
point, you don't
Lucio,
have to
Lucio?
kill them
Welcome to
fast.
support. So
If they're on the point
Lucio,
contesting, you need to
Lucio down,
cap
Lucio
it, you
down.
kill them. But if they're not on it, you can
want
kind of leave
one,
them
you
alive. Like
Alright.
payload
Can we
maps,
push up?
especially when
Can
you
we push
demech
up
a
over here?
diva, if
What
she's
did
not
Cat just
contesting
say?
I
you.
got shatter, got shatter.
Rotating. Y'all gonna be without heals, rotating.
the Orisa.
Yeah, let's go back here. Let's go back here.
Sorry, tell me when you have grab.
She's
I have
she
Dragon
has
Spear.
fortify.
87.
I don't have
See, this is good. That wasn't, but you up here swinging. If you were up against this wall or this wall, it'd be great.
Mm-hmm. But I was like in the middle.
Yeah, you were in the middle, so Junkrat was just free firing into your face.
Yeah.
And the damage
But
probably
if-
came. Go ahead.
Yeah. When you swing your hammer with a wall like this, your hitbox extends here,
Mhm.
around the corner. I have plenty of Brig videos that show this, but you just turn while basically hitting the wall, and you'll be hitting stuff to the left of you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how it makes a pretty distinct sound when it hits somebody?
Yeah.
That's when you push up.
Gotcha.
Sorry, tell me when you have grab.
Probably
I have
happened too
dragon
fast,
tree.
but yeah, just kind of like we saw earlier. You fire struck when you were low. You tried to shatter when you were low. Probably just didn't realize you took that much damage. But yeah, when you're low, just give your healers time to heal you up. And was this where you made the call, Phantom, that you were rotating?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, and we probably didn't hear it in the comms, but Phantom made the comment that he was rotating, and that you weren't going to have any heals. And so not only did you guys go aggressive, which like there was an opportunity there, but the opportunity is now gone. Where we probably need to play just a little bit safer, at least around corners, like Durzo said, because our Anna's rotating, and she said you're not going to have heals. And now you're also around the corner. You're definitely not going to have heals, even if she did finish her rotation, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one other thing here.
Yep.
I'll tell you. You remember the Masters GM off tank VOD we watched, where every single shatter was bubbled?
Mm-hmm.
You guys should get in the habit of that. Pasty, you basically call when you're about to shatter, even if it's just I'm shattering this,
Mm-hmm.
or ask when she has bubble and then look to shatter. Because if she bubbles you on the shatter, you will never get stunned out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's like a little combo, like bubbling Reaper ult, bubbling Rhino ult. Yeah, it just makes it a guarantee.
Yeah.
It removes the counterplay basically, which is huge.
Yeah.
Things
I'll get into
like
the habit of
that'll-
that.
Yeah, and things like that'll start creeping up or start being taken care of when we start fight planning, right? We could have thought, hey, we're going to try to shatter first here. That would just let our tanks know to start that bubble conversation. Hey, bubble me when I shatter, right? And then eventually in the future, that'll just become muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you have to always just remember it. There should be cues within our comms that help us to remember these things. And just game planning is just a natural one that helps us remember those things. Oh, Farah's barraging, let's bubble Farah, right? Or DM Farah, whatever, while she's barraging, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
86.
So it's not like you just
I don't
have
have
to
the. I don't
remember
have.
everything.
Yeah, the game gets real easy when you break it down
Yeah, back up.
2 steps at a time.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Eski back.
And ideally here, when we lose Reinhardt, Kitty should have, everyone should have just called get out, and Kitty would have sped us out. That would have given us time to see where the Junkrat tower was coming from and shoot it down.
Kitty was
Eski
cornering
back.
a wall.
He's actually climbing the wall, just...
Yeah.
Just so they can't talk. This is
Yeah,
even.
he's
Oh,
just
that's
getting
huge.
right clicked by a Moira though.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was just luck.
Didn't really have to use a
Jumping
personal
on
there.
Moira.
So here, in just when things are chaotic and brawls, this is where target calling becomes paramount. This fight would have been a lot easier if we just target called. We just happened to win, probably because they weren't target calling either.
Phantom,
I'm checking.
Yes.
that's one of the times you call for help, because if Zarya bubbles you out here, you can't get booped.
Okay.
Because the bubbles negate knockback.
Oh, okay.
But that's like, help your Ana right, Lucio on your Ana right, and as the off tank, that's Zarya's job usually to peel for that, so she should at least look at you and see what's happening. Good sleep though.
Checking Hanzo.
Lucio thought he was hot shit.
Bob
Like yours.
Larissa?
You.
Guys,
Find it.
You want me to DPS? You want me to
Do what? Just
close portals?
beating people around.
Yeah, that last map was probably
I'll just do this here.
the most
I just walk it
successful team play you had the whole time. It wasn't the best, but you had the most success for sure.
They have pharmacy, Oh,
Half far is
fine.
Pharmacy on Garden.
Heals.
far, still half.
Okay, so Pasty, just pause it.
Okay.
Go back to like 15 seconds on control point unlock.
I think they're
Going in
going.
fair mercy. I got a pick.
They're going mid.
Okay, press play.
They have
Reaper's flanking. You fire strike, that's good.
I think you can control it as
You're
well.
still in the back here. You need to be up here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're about to get up there, press play again.
Half far is
You get hooked, right?
Yep.
You're still okay. You still have armor left. right here. We have Widowmaker Crossfire, which is good. She's just got to circumvent the shield. We have Zarya Bubble. You can push up to here, behind this pillar, and swing. And you'll hit all of them. Instead, you do this right here. And you end up in the middle of nowhere, like no man's land, and die. Ryan is the best thing I've ever heard is Ryan is either a turtle or a honey badger, and you need to pick which one at any given time, right? You should be right here and just swinging. If fire is shooting at you, it's fine. You can like poke either side. Like step to the right, step to the left, step to the right, step to the left, and you'll negate so much of their damage just by doing that because they have to walk around the pillar to really get at you. And that leaves them exposed to your Zarya, your Reaper, whatever else. And you have Lucio to speed if anything happens. You can't get caught in here, though.
Gotcha.
Plaster
play.
next to a wall.
Yeah, you're going to see it happen. And the rest of your team gets caught in front of you because of it. You walk out, and then you back up.
So I need to.
And your Zarya's caught out.
So I need to abuse corners.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Corners are Ryan and Briggs' best friend.
Yeah.
So this is actually like it's not a bad time to back out because you're low, but you needed to decide sooner and let everybody know.
I'm killing him as fast as
You got caught again in the middle and you were indecisive. Virus needs to get out of their way sooner.
On the fair. Let's get the Arissa.
Go back 5 seconds.
Arissa half.
That's my job. Esky.
Kill her. Yeah. She's on the left. You can all see it. All of you can see that. Just turn, walk at her, swing. If she fortifies, fine. But she doesn't have a shield in front of her. And you're Reinhardt, you're standing next to her. Swing, fire strike. If she uses fortify, good. If she doesn't, pin her to this wall.
Okay.
Don't go this way with your pin though.
Gotcha.
Generally your pins should be horizontal, not forwards, and very short distances.
I think there's one point during this game, or not this game, but during the scrim, where I just did the most terrible pin ever. And then I noticed it like right when I pressed the button.
That's generally when you notice it, yeah.
Again, it's one of those slow motions where you're like, oh. But yeah, she needs to die or Hog needs to die. You got to pick one or the other and just go on it. Is that Phantom job or is that like Pasty job target calling?
Target calling, we said volatile right now.
Okay.
Because she seems to be, and one, she's up in the action, so she kind of can see, and then two, she's the only one that seems to step up the plate to do it right now.
Okay.
Justin doesn't speak at all. Phantom already has his hands full, and Cookie's never here, so kind of unfortunate.
All right, but yeah,
And
she's
then,
exposed.
Yeah, and even then, like it would have been nice, but we probably wouldn't be able to kill her because her Reaper's in the back dealing with Pharah.
Yeah, but at least maybe you
would've been
force
nice.
out Fortify.
Yeah. Like
And then maybe you can extend the fight. You're kind of screwed here though. Your Reaper needed to be with you.
Yeah.
You have no damage right now. Like Volatile has heard me say this many times to a certain Reaper on our former team who liked to play by himself. It's like you're the primary source of damage in this comp. Widowmaker is the secondary source of damage. If you're not with the team, nothing dies at all.
Yeah, and one thing, what did we say? That Pharah hates roofs, right? She hates ceilings. We need to be playing underneath, and Pharah had to come underneath to kill you, Phantom. But generally here, we want to be playing on point, so I would probably would have swapped to Moira here and stay close to your team instead of playing all the way back isolated, because you really don't have any peel against Pharah here, not if she goes inside.
Yeah, especially since there's kind of walls on the pillar.
Yeah, that's it. I
So-
mean, it would have been fine if they didn't have a Pharah, but they do.
So generally on this map, I would want to play Amora to stay close
Yeah.
to the team.
Mhm.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Draw.
Let's get you.
So now we turn it into being winnable. In chaos like this, we need to regroup a bit. Because and it's only because Reaper's not here. If Reaper was here, we would be fine and could go immediately on to the next target. But we can't.
Yeah, I'm already dead though. Which is the bad thing.
Oh yeah, you are dead. This doesn't show in the kill feed yet. But still, it's still winnable. If Reaper was with us, it's still very winnable here.
Here, Rissa.
Yeah.
Rissa have.
Is it winnable? Is it winnable?
Get the Mercy. Mercy got the res.
It's,
That means she has no res, so just try to.
So, Vice loss. What are we talking about? The next step, right?
There he is, feeding.
I almost have ult though. That.
Push back.
No.
Hey Widow, can you destroy that farm mostly, please?
That would have been a hilarious
I'm
C9.
hitting it in the middle, just backs off.
And then
And then that
just
Mercy
messes up
died?
here,
Mercy
yeah.
dead.
Feels bad.
I should not.
I saw that. I was like, really? Easy.
Were you just late, Phantom? What happened here?
Yeah, I was coming back and I was trying to put pressure on that Farah, and I
okay.
kind of lost track. Lost track of the team.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah. Again, that would be solved with we're talking about padding back here in spawn. All right, we're back in while we're retreating.
Phantom.
Yeah.
Do you remember the VOD I showed you on this specific map, right? Farah?
Yes.
How it was like take one shot. If it lands, shoot again. If it doesn't, you stop shooting. It's you're applying pressure, not trying to kill her. Right?
Okay.
So you take a shot at her, it forces her to think about you. She might drop behind cover or not, and then you continue with what you're doing.
Okay.
Because like Ana is typically not going to kill a pharmacy.
No, it takes 10 shots, I think, to kill Farah as Ana against the pharmacy.
Yeah, and that's 10 consecutive shots, like one after another, after another, after another. But yeah, like you apply pressure is fine, but you need to do a little bit less tunneling and more just take your shot and then move on.
Okay.
And yep, that just happens because he's sticking out in front of his Reinhardt.
Oh my goodness.
We just hold heal.
Did he have teleport up?
Wait for everyone else.
Don't know.
Because he can teleport out of that now. He has the speed for it.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you could teleport if you like did a flick behind.
Even right here.
Yep.
He had the option. I just don't think he had the reaction time.
No, and you won't down here in the silo.
Roadhog asleep. Roadhog asleep.
That's the one thing
Okay,
I was really looking
That's
out
a
for.
really
is
good
not
fire
getting
shake.
like the one thing I was really looking out for is not getting my team hooked.
No, you.
Because I saw him like literally creeping the whole time.
Yeah, you did a good job on hearing Anubis trying to protect the team.
Wait, don't you
Wait,
dare
wait. Pause.
Yep.
I mean, actually, no, wait. He was getting
He's back
virus.
here.
Right, he was taxiing Kree, who ignored him, but it's alright.
This needs to be called out though, because you're kind of just chilling now. Okay, they're not doing it, but something you guys need to be aware of is halt hook. You should not be floating by this doorway. I've said it a shit ton to Volatile. Halt is the scariest fucking ability in the game.
It's like a mini graviton.
Yeah, the amount of halt probably kills me more than just about any other ability because it punishes me for using cover.
Mm-hmm.
This, if she sticks it in the right spot, like right here, that's in hook range.
Yeah.
So you just be aware of it. Because again, as you guys start playing a little bit better teams, they're gonna run that. That's like the only reason to run Heart Orisa. But they're not doing it. So, but yeah, just mentioning it to be aware of it.
I'm gonna go upstairs try to pick the Pharaoh.
Do you have a fight plan here?
Okay, what?
Because you spent quite a long time in this room doing nothing.
Nope.
No? Okay.
That's again, that's what we're hoping to have fixed within the past few days. At least trying, at least getting the conversation started.
Do you grab the Mega here?
No, I tried to. I think I do. I'm not sure.
Wait.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
No, okay, they use truck,
So right here, actually,
Let's go
Phantom.
Mm-hmm.
You ran across here, right?
Yes.
You can shoot here while you're running.
Okay.
They're just standing here, not really doing anything. Just hip fire while you move. You're behind the Rhine shield. You might as well get a little, just like put a little bit of damage out. You actually had ult, so you don't have to.
Yeah, that's
but
what I was thinking. He would, if he did that, then yeah, he would
they
be in
had
there all charged.
5 ults though.
Yeah. But in general,
But
yeah,
yeah,
it's a good
just in
idea.
general, think
Okay,
about that. Like, look for
I'll say-
opportunities to get a little bit of extra damage.
McCree was just not with the team.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah.
if we had shield break right here. Just imagine.
Virus isn't here, right?
No, he's not.
All right. If he's gonna run McCree and shield break, he needs to know to roll fan the shield. That instantly breaks a reach shield.
Yeah, we even mentioned it.
By
No one else
himself.
knows how to do it. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can break a Risha shield in 2 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
and that leaves her with 7 seconds of no cooldown, something like that. 6 or 7 seconds of no shield.
Yep.
Imagine how much DPS Kree Hanzo or Kree Junkrat could put into the middle of their team with that. That's the reason why I chose this comp. It's easy to run, and we just gotta follow the objective and do what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Cookie needs to be on speed boost if we're gonna be here.
For sure.
Because they're all full health. So there's no reason to be on heals. And if you don't have speed, this is suicide against their comp. Because your shield will break before you get there.
Pharaoh dead.
Soldier left side, ulting.
And there it goes.
Down.
Down.
Reset.
So right there, Pasty, when Hog's ulting, just run this way.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do when I saw it.
You stepped forward and swung.
True.
Bongo.
Pharaoh dead.
That was, yeah, so that was a bongoed whole hog. You will die to that if you don't
Soldier
run.
left side. Ulting.
Down.
Down.
Reset.
Yeah, you run along the outside
For only 12 hours.
and jump off the map.
1,
Help out on
2,
If they've won that fight. You jump off the map, you don't provide ult charge, you reset.
McCree.
Alright.
Yeah.
They just
Go
used
on.
recall, they used coalescence. What else did they use?
That was an ambitious fire strike.
It was an ambitious fire strike.
Into something. We're trying to make a plan here, but yet we're still walking forward. We just took 2 Pharaoh rockets, right? I'd rather you guys just stay in spawn if we're gonna do that, or just completely hide somewhere and just talk if you guys have to. But don't walk into the fight while making a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's on Pharaoh's downstairs.
Hog on
I got soldier, but he got me.
Okay, everyone in building. I will take the McCree.
I need to build up shield.
We leave here.
Unlucky. We just stay here.
Because we stay here, now we don't get a
We
second
stay
fight.
here. I will take them in a second.
I got shield.
No, don't push. Push.
Were you guys tracking Barrage?
Come back. Just engage.
I think I tried to, but with all the chaos, I kind of lost track of saying Pharaoh Barrage. So no, I didn't say it.
Okay. He's panicking right now, thinking he has to touch.
Pharaoh's behind us. He's
got
shooting
plenty
ult.
of
Watch
time.
out,
Just
watch out with
try
Pharaoh.
to stay alive and touch point.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
just touch
I did
Watch
say
out
it
with
right there.
Pharaoh. Pharaoh has ult.
Nope, I can't
Nice
touch
watch.
it.
So, soldier should have ult.
But yeah, so far it's not a lot of like huge mistakes. It's a lot of little ones that add up.
Yep. If you shield break, gotta waste people's
I
time.
want to play then.
Do we?
Careful getting. Hey, can you give us a
Team
pause
on. They're running dive.
No, they're in.
They have Sombra. Sombra's going around left.
Someone going left.
So we have Lucio. It's okay to hold right here. Well, we don't have Lucio, so it's not okay to hold here. Yeah, we have Lucio. It's okay to just hold here.
Someone going left.
One on the street.
I think we let a
Uh,
dive team in here for free.
Phantom, where are you playing from?
I'm playing from back doorway back here.
Okay, you want to play over here?
We're also spread out, so
Okay.
that dive comp would just.
You
Because they can jump in the back line.
you can play from back here or on the high ground above it if you're holding here. When you're holding back here, you want to play here because you can go back to the arches if you need to.
Okay. Yeah.
When you're at this doorway, they can just go right in and just kill you.
Yeah. When I had saw that they were running, when they had said that they were running dive, I was like, okay, well, I'll take the roofs into the equation so that they don't drop onto me. But yeah, I can see white back here, so I'll do that next time.
It's also Zen right click, very common angle.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get deleted pretty easily there, just completely at random from Hanzo, Zen, anything like that. But yeah, over here is generally better because you can kite back and then get the support from your team.
Okay.
And a little more advanced, you can run here, throw a nade, and back up.
Okay.
Yeah, generally, since high ground takes forever to like get to, I'd like to start on high ground, and then I'll adjust my positioning based on what my team says that they have. So if I hear that they have something, that's dangerous to me with that sight line, then yeah, you can either rotate to a sort of different window based on where they're holding, and then eventually drop to arches. Like if they force me to the second window, I usually just drop to arches. Or it just depends if they can get to me or not. So.
Valtai, are you spy checking here?
Yeah, I saw her up there.
Okay.
Two, one.
Yeah, we made the goal.
Yep, no, yep,
We
they
made
have
the
someone.
call out that Sombra was moving top left, so she was just making sure.
Okay.
Rotating.
And then Sombra came in and got my shield, I believe.
Careful when you hack.
Yeah.
Careful when you hack.
So pause it again. On this map, there's a lot of spaces like this. You don't want to be in here. As Reinhardt with no cover, you want to be here. Because then you can push the point if you need to, but you're not just standing there eating damage.
Yeah.
Third point, for example, the very end of the map has that nice big platform. It's like as a support, you don't stand there because you're just so exposed.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit here and you can do the same thing. Like you can, if you have Lycia, speed in, get behind them, or you can just sit here, speed on a point.
Bubbling around.
But yeah, here if they weren't running dive, they would have just steamrolled you if you were standing on point, because everybody else had backed up to arches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they told you or not.
I don't think they told me. If they did, I was I don't know. They probably did, and now it's just on me.
Yeah, in general though, as we said on the last map, just the wall. Or the wall. You can like just see in this like how exposed you were. And you started to back up and then decided not to.
What was the reason for going to point volatile? Or that far? Because we knew Winston jumped us.
I think I was just delayed in trying to stick with Ryan. I'm not really sure. I'd have to watch.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, no problem. If in dive, legit, if any single dive target uses a mobile cooldown by himself into the middle of our team, he's got to be the focus. He's an easy kill right here. He legit just threw on you guys.
Yeah. The very first dive in the last VOD of my team, a Masters team, is my Winston doing that and instantly dying.
Mm-hmm.
Jumped into the middle of the enemy team and they just turned and killed him. Because he has no mobility, he has no defensive, he just dies.
Yeah.
And for Phantom, when a Winston dives you, don't use sleep dart right away because he's gonna bubble. Unless you're confident in hitting him on the way down, land, get out of his range, so he has to step through the bubble, then shoot it. And you can nade yourself to keep yourself up. Don't panic just because the monkey's on you.
I think he's AFK right now. He just said BRB.
Oh, okay.
You get the Doom?
But yeah, we lose this because we didn't focus the monkey. And because we're taking all sorts of bad angles. I don't know if I didn't get the angle that Sombra hacked you at. But probably because she looks like she's on point.
You get the Doom?
So if we're holding that corner, you don't get hacked.
That's her right there, I think. Is it?
Over here, I think.
I thought she was this one.
Yeah, she was hugging wall right here while I was shielding right over here. And
Yeah.
then she got me from this little off angle right here.
Yeah, so if you're holding, yeah, okay, so it's tight, but if you're holding more of this corner, she probably doesn't, because, you know, you can break, hack is LOS, so if you know, if you're jiggling this corner right here, you can break LOS with a hack, and also your shield breaks LOS with a hack too.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Something I mentioned while you were gone. When monkey jumps you, don't use sleep dart right away. Back up because he's gonna bubble when he lands on you, right?
Yeah.
So you back out of the bubble, you force him to step through the bubble. You need to keep yourself alive if you need to, and when he has to step out of bubble, then you sleep him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't wake him up.
Yeah. Typically, when monkey jumped to me, my hands just sleep dart. So I still need to try to get used to not sleep darting the monkey so fast because he has bubble.
Yeah, you either hit him on the way down, or you hit him after he's landed and used his cooldowns.
Okay.
In between, it's a no-go. And you should save your nade till you're like half health so you actually get the full benefit.
Okay.
You get the Doom?
Hack.
Right there, Pacey, when you get hacked, your first movement was to expose yourself to the enemy team. If you're hacked, just hide. Just hide behind and let the hack go off. If we have to give him a tick, then we just give him a tick. And then,
I think at that point, I was just like, maybe I can body block.
yeah, I feel you, but yeah, no. Reinhardt's only, you don't really want to body block unless you, not in this situation at least. Your shield needs to be up for that. There are times where, you know, it's okay to use, you know, you hear the term health as a resource, but that's usually when taking space, not when defending in this kind of case here.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you guys are struggling to stabilize.
They just thrive in the chaos. That's what dive does.
Okay, I need some healing.
Okay, let's just focus here.
I need
Okay,
building, and he continues to duel Sombra.
Ah.
Since we're not running a
I think
Okay,
Alright,
McCree was
what do we
flanking.
Decide- My
Okay,
Discord
no,
decided to
Dino.
update by itself, so.
I think our McCree was flanking that whole time.
They all got good spawn. Okay.
I'm not shocked. He does. He throws
No,
right here too.
everyone back. Hold corners.
Doom and Sombra under the Mega. To
Right here on stairs, is that a
bubble
good
right-
place if looking out this way?
What do you mean
The
on
subway stairs?
Oh, here.
Yeah.
The doorway, yes. For a few seconds. They can flank you this way, and they have Sombra.
Yep.
So you need to be very aware of Sombra, and I'd be on like this corner or the corner up here by the health back. Pacer,
Yeah,
you do a good job of getting to this wall. This is the corner you want to try to get to, because that makes it much easier to hold this choke.
Yeah.
If you can't, though, just take this corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That way.
Dive really likes it when you get spread out like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better to just sit on this corner as 3 than it is to go up here as 1.
Yeah, because our DPS, I don't know what the
Yeah.
well, she's on high ground.
Oh, by the way, Phantom, I would be screaming at my DPS right now.
This is
Like
guys-
they need to
you
get
guys have
this
all-
is they need to get their shit together.
Yeah,
Like
you guys have all the
keep up.
authority in the world to tell people where to go. Like you're a team, you know, you have all the authority in the world to tell them that they're throwing. Don't feel bad,
mm-hmm.
because if they're throwing, then we'll reinforce it. Like, yeah, he's right, you're throwing. Follow it, you know, get back here. So you guys aren't in the wrong if you see something like this.
Solo flanking versus dive is a bold move.
Yeah, unless you're Neptuno earlier, he did it. But he's also Neptuno.
I think that's
yeah.
what I liked about Nox, because I don't think Nox ever did that. He stayed with the
No,
team.
he did. His issue was just bad positioning, but he always stayed with the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just kind of like he reinforced what he said with Ana. Anything like Sombra, Tracer, Genji, you generally want to, you want to stay out the way, but play near your team, but stay out the way as well. So you kind of want to split this distance in half a little bit. Yes, like your team, well, you do have Lucio, so he can get back to you, but in general, a good Tracer Sombra can pick you off pretty easily here, if you're too far away from your team to get peeled.
Yeah, it's a stall game with Ana. You're usually not trying to kill anyone. You're trying to stay alive long enough for your team to save you.
Yep.
If you get like really good mechanically and are confident, you can win the skill matchup against Tracer or Sombra. You're definitely not at that level yet. Just again, demand help from your teammates and make their job easier.
I should have pushed in, try to get that corner.
Yeah, they're giving. Well, I mean, no, because you have no DPS, so no. If your DPS were with you, then sure. But right now, you have no choice but to play safe.
I think also in my mind right there, I was like, there's people in this choke or this point right here, and my McCree's all alone trying to do whatever the fuck. So I'm just like, maybe it's not a good idea to push when I could get flanked at this point.
Honestly, with this positioning, it's just a lost fight.
Yeah, you basically need to run back almost to spawn to pick up your DPS because they will roll you without them.
And they do.
Yeah, you have no real anti-dive without Asher McCray.
Yeah, it's like I said at the beginning, our tanks were the MVPs and Phantom. They played the best, and you guys were obviously trying to play as a team. It's just our DPS and Cookie through, legit.
Yeah.
So it's not like you guys were just given a bad rap this Scrim, and that's just because they decided to do whatever the hell they wanted.
Even the Sombra's just waiting for a hack on me. Doomfist. Why the Winston going
Your
back?
McCree lives about 30 seconds longer than he should have.
And then I get pushed right into a hack.
Yeah, and we know she's here too. We just decloaked her.
Doom low.
If your Ash was paying attention, she should coach gun that. It's like a super easy anti-hack.
Mhm.
Until magically we regroup well enough to get a 5v6 going. So now it is winnable if we just, if you know, we know we just use jump. I don't know about Diva's boosters, but this is totally winnable now for us with these two. Their team is nowhere near them. We can take advantage of here and kill probably one, if not both of them.
Mhm.
So this is now winnable. And if nothing else, we just, like we said, just hold this corner.
Yeah.
Yep, Annie got antied and Moira's trying to heal and she can't.
I think that's what I do until the end of this fight.
Volatile, you generally don't want to bubble Winston damage unless it's out of squishy.
Just panic bubble.
Okay. Ana, Lucio, your Ash, good. When you have both healers,
I would probably move up here simply because I'm expecting my Reinhardt, I think, to push.
Okay.
Because you're getting ready to lose the LOS on him. I'm thinking he looked like he was pushing anyway. So if he pushes, you're gonna lose 3 or 4 seconds of heals.
And then move up right there into the arc.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now it's dangerous because if now we're S-keying, now we're a dive target. So it's kind of an all or nothing play here. But we do have Lucio to help heal, and he can peel you that way, or if you're, wait, what happened? So he could either help peel you that way, or if you're fortunate enough to get back there, that'd be nice too. But
He just loves to stay ahead of me though.
he has been saying he wants to play tank, so maybe he's just trying out.
we get to see flanking Arisa then.
Yeah, the evil toaster streams.
And he wasted bubble. He should be dead.
Right. He's by himself again. He just dies here. They're handing all these fights to us.
Do we use Bob this fight?
Heals.
Reloading.
Gonna kill me?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Go behind you.
Did our Lucio have amp? Probably. So, one thing I always just like to do when I'm playing Lucio is if I see Mei ult, whatever Diva ult, I'm always amping my team so they can get to where they want to faster. If he amps there, you guys survive. Zarya makes it around the corner. Ryan can shield the rest of the hallway that he needed to shield, and no one dies, and we just regroup. And our Kree probably makes it back in this time, and now we're 6v6. Oh, actually, we had just got a kill, so we would have been 6v5, and we probably would have won that fight.
Can I get out from this?
Yeah,
this
speed
is
boost
just
is super good.
Yeah, speed boost is there. I go around the wrong corridor here.
Can I change my settings real quick to my main?
You can do it.
Back off.
Yeah.
I don't have my pulse tanks. The Doom is one top.
Yeah.
Ryan, you don't have heals right now? No, you do.
Don't even need to be here.
Yeah, we're just letting them cap the point at that point.
I don't think anyone on your team has even seen their Zen yet.
Has he even built ult? He hasn't, right? Because he hasn't had to do it.
No, he's been sitting on payload the whole game.
One top.
Look at him, he's literally sitting on top of it, just chilling.
Get that objective time medal.
Longest monkey.
90 to go.
It looks like they're holding here. I think we eventually do turn this corner. So if I were wanting us to hold this corner, the only person I would be worried about is our Ana, and if I were Ana, I'd probably be want to be holding back here, because I would want us to take this corner up here.
Okay.
Because there's a bit of high ground, and then Lucio can help peel you out 2 different directions, or just to the TV if he wants to.
And you'll see the monkey coming because he can't make this jump without dropping first.
Okay.
He's back on.
Do a top half.
He just feeds like 600
I'm
off
half.
charge, which is nice.
Everyone's. I use Jam.
I use Bob.
Wait,
Is
Give it half,
Sombra's?
give it half, give it half, give it half.
Sombra's not using high ground. We should probably be punishing her.
So again, this is cool and all, but just let them know where you're at. Because no one knows you're here, so if trouble were to happen, then you'd be in trouble.
Hip grab.
That's huge.
Doom behind. Doom in arena.
Huge bubble.
Doom's one. Nice.
Do you want them protecting Bob there or taking the space that he opens up for them?
I'd rather them take the space.
Yeah, I was gonna say they could have gotten this corner if they just ignored Bob, because Bob doesn't feed ult charge anyways. So let the D.Va fuck around with the Bob, push up to this corner, and then you hold it. And this is much harder to get through now. You'll probably take at least a minute off the clock, 2 minutes before they can clear it.
Yeah.
Getting charged.
And you have somewhere to go, because you can kite back to here.
Holding right.
They give it to you anyways,
More,
okay.
Or more right, more right.
We play corner. Ash, careful.
And I know, like I had mentioned yesterday, normally I wouldn't be okay with this, but they don't have anything to poke you from long range. So I guess it's fine just to give your McCree sightlines to just poke for ult charge. And Zarya can right click, but she has grab, but in general she could right click, and Lucio can even farm a bit. So I think just by virtue of this comp it's okay, but just be careful of them being able to dive behind you a bit. They can kind of dive this area if they wanted to and make something happen.
So
Versus if you're holding corner, they can't really engage on you.
Okay, so just around that point, I just need to hold this corner right here.
Yeah, I mean it's the safer bet. Like this is okay if we're wary that they can jump behind us a bit and make something happen. But if you're holding this corner, there's nothing they can do. Like legit, nothing they can do. Their movement abilities are worthless if we're holding this corner. They have to take up here to do anything with us, unless other than that they have to walk here, and Dive doesn't want to walk to anywhere. Because you know Kree and Ash.
Phantom. I know they have a Sombra, and I know she's in here.
Yes.
Generally, though, when your team is like in this area, you be behind the boxes here. Not the ones on top, obviously, the ones on the ground.
Yeah.
Or inside the doorway to the room because you have access to the Mega and an easy escape.
Okay.
Here, you run the risk of exactly what just happened. He's not in LOS. Your Ryan's not in LOS now.
Okay.
So this would be one where like he's starting to push up. You rotate in here because that opens up a wider angle, and then you rotate over here, and now you have the whole angle. And then you rotate back when it starts they start pushing up, and then you rotate back here.
Okay.
And then when they start like pushing up here, you either go all the way back or you go in and up.
All right. Gonna have to work on that, but I got it. I got the gist of it. Yeah.
Honor rotations are fun.
Make or break a comp.
Oh, Sombra in the back. Sombra in the back. She's here somewhere.
Did you try and
Did you just burn sleep?
I had Anteater and I saw her and I thought she was pushing forward because
she wasn't cloaked.
No, I guess
she was cloaked, but when I had Anteater, it brought her out of cloak.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see you Anteater. I thought you just tried to sleep in Invis Sombra.
That's some high elo shit there. I've done that once in like 800 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
We left our Rhine to die here. Actually, Justin does it for once. I'm proud of him.
Yeah. So Phantom.
That's probably because he wasn't thinking of anywhere else to go.
You're probably right.
Phantom, you stay here.
Yes.
Your Zarya goes and deals with Sombra, forces her out. Your Lucio should be here. Actually, your Lucio should be here. Or here, because he can drop down a boop.
Yeah.
But you should not, as Ana, Here's the way Ana kind of works. If something attacks you, you deal with it. You don't chase it, though. You're just trying to get it to leave you alone. Once it leaves you alone, you go back to what you were doing.
All right.
You going in here, this fight was probably lost anyways, but this kind of throws the fight, because now you have no chance of winning.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Why do you say? Why do you?
I don't know why he said it.
I mean, you realize it too, because you start rotating back.
That was my bad rotation.
It's just too late. Hey, you wrote a wall.
What are walls?
Yeah, the area you don't want to be.
Come back, Sly.
I think it's right here where
Yeah,
I
that-
do probably
I'm
the.
just gonna grab cart when I get there, unless you get a shatter off first.
I'm pretty sure it's this map where I get
I got shatter.
the worst pin.
Bob, I should have 100 on this.
Somber low, somber
We got a contest point.
Good grab.
You know to countercharge Doom punches, right?
No.
When Doom charges his punch, you press shift while looking at him, and it knocks the both of you down.
Ah, yeah.
If you have support, the Doom should die and you should live because you have armor and more HP.
Mm-hmm.
Same concept, Phantom with Brig. You see him charge up punch, you shield bash him.
Okay.
You both fall down.
Yeah, I know that
Otherwise-
with Rhine charge. I know with that. With the Doom, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Doomfist punch can be blocked by Brig slamming, Ryan doing his thing. There's one other one. Oh, an Immortality Field. If you throw Immortality Field at the ground in front of him, before it pops up, it'll block punch.
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah. There's like one other thing that blocks it. I don't remember what it is. But yeah, Ryan charge here. You both fall down. That forces Moira to focus heals on him or he dies.
Gotcha.
You are hacked though, so you can't do shit.
Yeah. I think I walked into it too, like unknowingly.
Yeah.
And
This comp was like really popular before goats. Back when Sombra was more oppressive. But the way they're running it is the right way to hacks target, punches target, jumps on target, target dies.
Yeah.
Repeat. They did it pretty well. So in this comp, you don't even so much have to keep track of the Sombra. You always need to know where Doomfist is, though. And what cooldowns he has. Because he has 3, right? If he uses all 3, he should die.
Yeah.
Or he should have to ult his way out. But yeah, they're running it really well, and you guys were not prepared. You guys weren't really prepared to deal with it. Are you grabbing here?
I think it's just a jump.
no,
Wait,
that is
actually,
a grab.
That is a grab. I just use it.
And just for, I know we said it yesterday, but just something else. If we generally don't want to beat when someone has EMP, because EMP and also beat shields. So, and that also hurt us here.
It's a big grab.
I think they were like Volatile was grabbing just so people would.
I sleep in a Sombra.
Yeah, that's
I got
nice.
tipped off.
I think we should use the grab to just keep the enemies off of us instead of diving into us.
No, it wasn't a bad grab. The idea wasn't bad. So
This is a good spot, by the way.
So we win this fight if we just target call, right?
Yeah.
We just focus target, we win this fight because we have people that can kill. And Doomfist is using cooldowns. We just have the firepower here right now that they don't.
Phantom, this is one of the things we talked about, like identifying win condition.
Yeah.
This is your win condition. You keep her alive at all costs.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to typically do that because I saw her charged.
Yeah, if you need to nano her, you nano her. And I think you just did.
Yeah, she was low, so I nanoed her just to keep her alive.
Yeah, and again, if it's worth keeping her alive here, because she's what's going to win this fight. Full charge Zarya.
Den is back.
Good. You guys ignored the
Den's
diva.
back. Den's back. I'm back.
Doom asleep in the back.
And we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
If if you sleep someone, go back to doing your job until someone needs your help to killing him.
I should have charged that.
Yeah, you should have charged it for sure. But if you are going to try to deal with it yourself, stand behind him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if you are going to try, go behind him so he can't just stand up and punch you.
Okay.
Although in this small room, you're kind of fucked with Doomfist anyways, so...
I think it just immediately leaves.
Probably rotate out. It was a good sleep, though.
It was.
Have Moira.
Yeah, he immediately leaves.
Oh, shoot.
Moira, no face.
Hold this. Yep. Punish her.
Wait a second. Can you go back?
I got booped.
Did Diva snipe Ash with headshots from here?
Hold this.
She did. And Bob.
Have Moira. Oh, shoot.
Huh.
Well, I'll be.
Shoot.
Moira, no face.
Hold this. Yep. Punish her.
I got booped.
We touch.
Alright, so
81.
Mercy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
What DPS
Okay.
are we playing?
Volatile, this is like super
Right
advanced.
now, I'm gonna play as well.
When the monkey booped you up, you could have right-clicked off the wall to put yourself back on the map.
Good to know.
It's hard to do, but when you're that charged, it'll knock you back farther, so it's possible.
Get some picks, and then if they run double shield.
You get a lot of value out of that primal, though.
You guys are killing it.
This is like one of the
Why
calls
no,
where he like really just wants to play Bastion.
Moira.
Chap.
They can play it well.
I mean, he can't, but we saw it last time on Kings Row.
We're gonna push up right on the theater.
And I see
And
a
shard.
Zarya.
So what's the goal of this comp? You're running double sniper with Ryan Zarya, Lucio, Ana. Do you know what, like, Pasty and Volatile, do you know what the goal of this is?
More push on them? Or...
You're playing, especially because it's Kings Row, you're playing for picks.
Gotcha.
You are trying to open up sight lines by pressuring the Reinhardt, so your Widow and Hanzo can get picks. And when you get picks, then you just have respawn advantage, and you can snowball them.
Yeah.
Eventually. You're not applying so much pressure that you're going to die, but you're just applying enough where Ryan has to deal with you.
I think that's when I make the mistake of trying to flank and go theater. Which is stupid on my part.
Which one's theater?
Or
Left.
You can go right over here.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Not when they have Pharah, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you typically
'Cause
want to
they
stay
can
away
just-
from high ground if
they
they,
can
have
spam.
Pharah, unless Kree's sticking with you. Or
You
Widow's
always
sticking
go
with
here
you.
if they have Mei. If they have Mei to Mei wall, you always go up here, but otherwise, no. Yeah, this is a good team comp for Kings Row. But you have to know how to run it.
You gotta start
Yeah,
taking
nice
them
shot.
before you bubble.
Push up. Hey, push up right side.
Oh,
Push up right
I
side.
couldn't get that. I couldn't get that pick on Mercy.
Go up top. Go up top. Lucio, get over here.
Guys, follow Ryan. Come to Ryan. Okay, go upstairs.
Yeah, you guys should have pushed in there. You guys, like, when they gave you all this space, take it.
Yeah.
And you could have even punished this.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, they gave you this for free, and you, what, do you go this way?
Yeah.
Partly.
Partly.
Ryan's Zarya do.
Yeah, there's
DPS
just...
said screw you. We don't want to do that.
But yeah, this is exactly the kind of spot where you can apply pressure on them, because your snipers now have more sightlines from here to here, like that. They have 3 to 4 sightlines now.
Yeah. I think
And
that's
all
partly
you
why
have
I
to
wanted
do.
to push up there because I thought the Hanzo would follow us and they can get sideline of everything.
It makes sense. It works if they're aggressively holding here, right? If they're aggressively holding this area, then sure. But because this rotation makes them move. But since they just gave you this space, the same objective that you're trying to do would have been accomplished just by holding these areas.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you can be aggressive and hold this corner, but you don't really have ground support, and they do.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be passive and hold this corner.
Okay.
Either one works. You can also like go through here to push them back on the point for your snipers.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have a lot of options. Again, it's just knowing how the comp works so you know what you're supposed to be doing. Because I don't think you knew what your goal was here.
No.
Again, pre-fight planning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad.
This
Where
merchant
we
should be
going?
getting taken out of the sky.
I think we spent pre-fighting or
Watching
No,
our
no.
cause I think before we started we were in our picking hero stage. I think everyone was like just complaining about the last round instead of coming up with a plan, which I think that I could have been as well. So maybe that's also on my part as well. But yeah, we just weren't planning.
Yeah, that's just something that'll be fixed as you guys grow and mature as a team.
Yeah. Even if someone was complaining, you can get everybody focused just by asking, "What is our
Yeah.
plan?"
So,
This here, fire is going to destroy you.
yeah, especially with the Junkrat.
Yeah. This comp is so fucking annoying. I hate this comp.
There's just a lot of spam.
Yeah, it's used a lot against double shield and higher elos, and it's just really obnoxious. You die to so much random crap, especially because you have to play more Lucio up there, so you're standing in it.
Holding here would be good, right? Because spam is weak when it has to travel far. So Junkrat's nades have to travel pretty far, and Farah has to travel decently far. So and you
Also-
have this to hide behind if you need to recoup just a little bit.
A terrible flaw in going up here is that we left our Ana with no LOS.
That's her fault for not following, though.
Yeah,
She
she
should've
actually
followed.
should have been up here. She could have gone up there and sat here when you dropped, and this is like a power position.
Yeah, she should have followed.
Yeah, that was my fault.
It's all good.
It's okay. The other thing about your comp and their comp, we talked about this last night, whoever was here last night. You have Azaria. They have spam. She's going to be max charged. That's another win condition along with getting picks. You can just pressure the hell out of them with Zarya. And that will open up those sightlines.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay with them. I can't right now. I'm up with the Pharaoh.
Well, tanks are alone right now.
Yeah, it's like not bad angles.
Alright.
Oh, he swapped to Kree.
And he didn't tell anybody either. So now he's alone, and now he has to somehow make it to the team by himself. He probably does because they're probably not keeping track of this, but normally against a good team, he would definitely be focused.
No, he'd get spawn camped.
Bubble ready.
Alright, y'all got it.
I like what the Hanzo's doing here, though.
Hey,
Playing the
doesn't have
statue.
Down,
That's
down,
a
down.
good cross angle to take.
Pushing him. Go inside, go inside, go inside.
Side.
Again, this plan's fine, but we need to be talking about that sooner, right?
Yeah.
No one knew we were doing that until the time of, and that's not when we want to be pathing. We want to already have known the path far in advance.
That's my fault.
That's fine.
Phantom, you get shot at here by far, you need to move and not back there.
Yeah.
Okay, they're falling.
You need to go in here with them.
Yeah, because if you stay out here, they're just gonna rush you from down here. So, and then back there, you're useless.
Yeah, you're effectively dead right
Nice
now.
kill on the
As
jump,
far as taking you out of the fight completely.
Push him back.
Come with Ryan.
Where you guys going?
We push out here.
We should be pushing this. We have a
Yeah, I wouldn't have jumped down now. Because now you're late on your rotation. If you're up here now,
Yeah.
you can nade this, and you can shoot in this, and when your team pushes out, they can't really deal with you except with the Pharaoh.
Okay.
So like you went back there, you sat there, you come back out, then now you could have sat here, and it would have been good, because during your rotation now people are dying because you have no LOS on anything.
Okay.
And if you guys are gonna do this, I mean, you guys can just make this call like everyone rotates up here, but you can just sit back here, right? And then the rest of the team keeps on going, and then they tell you when they're peeking out here, then you show yourself, right? And then you heal from up there and nade and whatnot and sleeps, right?
Yeah.
You guys can call something like that.
We should be pushing this. We have a pack.
So Pasty, the same thing as Lijiang, where you do one of these. Just back it up like 5 seconds, you can see it.
We push out here.
You don't have to all in commit here. You can poke this out, but they have so much more spam than you, you should try to take a hard engage fast on their tanks here.
Gotcha.
Their Moira is probably hiding somewhere. Actually, she might be like here mid fade. I can't tell.
Yeah, I think she is.
Yeah, well at that point she's used fade, so you can go on her anyways. But yeah. You know Pharaoh doesn't have ult if you're ult tracking. You know they don't really have anything. They actually haven't dealt that much damage because of how well you pathed, which is good on you. You can really take a good hard engage here. If you have your Ana.
Hmm.
But your DPS are back here. You're up here. You're kind of poking, and again, like they have so much more poke than you.
Hmm.
And even then, like, so, yeah, all that's right. But if you're going to play this strat, you know, like, if we're thinking about taking close quarters, we'd probably be better off going more right here than Ana, right? But if we're okay with playing up here, we want Ana. So, again, just talking about it in spawn, and better yet, talking about it in the lobby, right? If once we figure out what the next map is and what side we're on, we can talk about this in lobby, how we want to engage. And so we don't have to talk about all this in spawn where we're timed.
Yeah, gotcha.
We should be pushing this. We have a pack. Sorry, no.
This whole fight is just lost simply because we didn't know how aggressive we were getting, right? Volatile thought one aggression of speed, and Orion thought another aggression of speed. So that's just something we'll figure out in the future. I don't know how to really,
Gotcha.
You know, communicate that at the moment. How aggressive we want to go. We can call. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't know yet.
I think the gold team that we ran, it was just play slow, play fast, hard engage. Like just play slow is like don't push. Basically, we're just playing for poke.
All right.
And then like hard engage or play fast is you're going for picks now. You're attacking a target hard.
Okay.
Like hard engage on Zarya or something like that. But play slow is the general, like everybody calm down, don't overcommit.
Yeah, I'm definitely used to those calls. Just not in this situation, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense here too.
Join.
Yeah, because we win that if we just choose one or the other. Probably not if we play slow because we can't play slow against what they have. But if we're on page, we win that fight.
Who is that?
Is that our?
That's Hanzo.
How do you
Oh.
even get there? Wasn't he out here? How do you
He
get there?
went back through.
Oh my gosh, dude. I'm sorry. Let me
He
erase your thing.
needs to do that way faster. But honestly, he should have just walked up the stairs here.
You should just.
And then gone over here and just shot. They have nothing except Farah that can kill him, and Farah's bottlenecked up here. She can't do anything.
Yeah. And then Junkrat's on his way back right there.
Well,
Yeah, the flank.
He could have got an easy pick on the Farah, and then when the Junkrat could have poked, he could have just gotten him right there.
Yeah, he could have abused these high grounds for sure. The flank just puts you down, man.
Yeah, our DPS have just a bit of an ego problem.
Any healing? Good pick on Junk.
Ah,
Yeah, just
man.
keep swinging, dude, and
Focus,
get your own
focus.
charge.
At
No,
that point, I was like,
Yes, I
Yeah,
did.
y'all are down.
Did you have charge while she was here?
I have my ult.
Do you know if you had charge?
Because you had her backed against this wall without personal, fire strike charge, and you kill her, and they don't have a charge Zarya anymore.
Yeah.
That's like at this point you should be going all in trying to kill her. Because you're dead now. You're dead no matter what. But if you kill her, you might win the next fight.
Hanzo, or you think it's working?
Hanzo's walking.
I think she does. Yeah, she's on high ground now.
Hanzo's been walking.
What is?
Should have Tyre, they should have Barrage, they should have Val.
This is okay for poke.
Coalescence. I don't think they have Shatter yet.
They should have.
Again, I would be up here though, and up here, and over here. Like make it impossible for that fire to hit you. Not sitting here and just shooting. He can literally ride the tops of the buildings here.
Okay, we're gonna
Oh, sorry.
Easily, just hold spacebar.
Push that, push that, push that.
So, yep. And before that, yeah, they're both exposed. Just choose one. And even before that, again, pre-fight planning, right? If the call is to make space with Hanzo, we need to posture like we're ready for it, right? There's no one is ready for this map.
Did he call the ult?
I don't even think he called the ult.
Kriya's not ready, Ana's not ready. It's Lucio's just Lucio. Volatile's not ready. And then, you know, none of us are ready, right, for this. We're all spread out. We're not together. We're not ready to make this push. If we make this push together, then one of the targets that, you know, were pointed out die.
Yeah, speed boost while in the dragon.
Push that, push that, push that. Sorry, on the right.
Were you calling out that you were going after the Zarya? Or the Rhine, whoever ended up over here?
Sorry, on the right.
Because you go.
He called Zarya on the right, but that's just a positional call, right? We need to start having hard target calls. Like, kill, you know, something. With me, it's just repeating it over and over and over until he dies. Or like 6 times. Then my team usually gets the picture. For me, like, calming is more just inflection of my voice versus like code words. But it depends on how you guys, you know, feel like running that part of comms. And then just something right here. We're in the middle of the point. I know we were swinging at Zarya, but now that we're here, we need to kind of migrate back this way.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm doing, like, right after I got that swing and started my health tank.
What's your fire strike first?
Heal. Got the tire, got the tire.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for a second.
Have some mercy.
I meant to nano the Rhine.
All good.
Yeah, that's
Mario
Amara.
keeps sucking me. Phantom, do you mind if...
And just PSA, anything that I ever put together will only ever expect you guys to be there for like maximum 2 hours. So it's been 2 hours. So if anyone ever just needs to go, you guys are free. You're always free to go at any time, but I don't expect you guys to stay here over 2 hours. So I want to respect everyone's days and whatnot. So.
I'm staying.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay for a little while longer.
Yeah, just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
If you play in Moira.
Well then, what did they use so far?
I don't think he called it. Alright, that's just solo queue stuff that just can't happen anymore. Alright, we need to plan every single move that we make.
What else did they use?
I got the widow.
They use coalescence. They use
Careful,
shatter.
careful,
They use
careful.
fire, yeah.
Make sure they can't rest.
Hey, stay with Ryan. You should be behind
I'm
Ryan.
gonna kill the Mercy before.
2, 1.
I don't have res.
Did Mercy use res at the end of the last fight? Or she didn't res this far.
I think
at this point.
she rested the
Okay.
Moira keeps
Yeah, she rested the Rhine in the last fight.
Okay.
Phantom,
Well,
do you mind?
then
Middle
with
last
Barrage
fight.
off the board,
What did they use so
this
far?
fight
What
is
else
now
did they use?
winnable with Shatter.
I got the widow.
They use coalescence.
Because they don't have their
Careful,
Barrage,
careful,
they don't have their
careful.
win condition. You should
Yeah.
be
Make sure they can't rest.
aggressive on this.
Stay with Ryan. You should be behind Ryan.
Especially like after like 3 or 4 seconds, they don't res that. Now you can like go. You're waiting way too long here.
Okay. Coming in, going in.
And you're
Yeah,
waiting
gotcha.
for nothing. Because
With
you
this
have
drunk-
everybody there.
Jump
Let's
left side,
help.
jump left side, jump left side.
And now
There's
the
a really
fire
big-
is back.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
That's all. The fire is back.
Oh.
They have the win condition back.
There was one big there was a problem. I don't know if it was a big or a small thing, but it was a problem. Is when it came to the comms, there was times where Cookie would like to shot call when we're moving, and then when he would move in, I would still think like, hey, I'm about to push. Like here, we go back a little bit. You can hear him trying to be like 3, 2, 1.
I heard him say it,
I
but
don't
I don't know what his objective was with the call.
I don't have res.
Like, he did anything. I don't know what his objective was with that call.
I got
Junk shot, junk shot.
Stay with this drunk.
Jump
Let's
left
help.
side, jump left side, jump left side.
We're going junk, we're going junk.
Holding you back.
It's good you
Finish
guys
Ryan,
made it
finish
through that, but you typically don't to hotel when they have a
I don't know how he
Junkrat
got
or a
that on
Fara.
Yeah, junk
You
keeps
bottleneck yourself hard.
So
The
annoying.
thing is,
What
I
kind
just
of
called
jump?
him out. I didn't want to push that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, that's something we need to work out, right? How you guys want to call just regular positional calls versus a kill call.
Alright.
I don't mind talking about that at any point. Just figuring out what you guys want to do with that verbiage.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be simple,
fair,
like
but-
Junkrat and Hotel. Let's get the Junkrat, get Junkrat
I mean,
on
we could be
Junkrat,
a comp. No, everyone is spawn.
and then your
Everyone
basic
is
call it
spawn.
is just Junkrat Hotel
10
with no
seconds.
follow-up.
Yeah. One of us needs to.
Can be that, can be pretty much anything. I know it would not have mattered, but Volatile, you could have been doing the,
Not as
like,
Just maybe.
right click while jumping thing to get the point there.
Hey, how about
Bomb in front.
Just walk into that, and then you
Oh,
should
dude,
get,
I'm in. Let's go.
to get the early charge. We set up on gas station.
So what's the goal of your comp here? You should be thinking about this at the beginning of every game. What is your comp good at? What are you trying to do with it? Nobody has a guess?
I got nothing, my guy.
Alright, well you have Ryan Zarya, which automatically makes this a brawl comp.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Widow, which is like long range poke, which is fine. It's brawl with poke. You want to take the fight on the payload. Or you should want to take the fight on the payload.
Let's get that corner.
Did he not?
Junkrat left side. Junkrat left side.
I was gonna say he bet the fire was just standing still there, in sight line. He was tunneling hard though.
just use personal.
No, we move on from junk. We move on from junk.
Alright, alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so Junkrat in tunnel. Where do you not want to go?
In tunnel.
Mercy's dead.
Go ahead and build charge.
Diva up top. Diva up top.
You're up 2 right now. You should be way more aggressive.
You guys could just march onto them if you wanted to. And just remember, we had talked about...
Especially since their Mercy just got murked.
Yeah. So we had talked about just peeking and seeing what they have, right? And just realize, and now we need to realize, okay, they have a bunker comp. And we said yesterday, what is, you know, on escort, what is the thing that we, you know, that both every team, every defense has to protect, and that's cart. And what does bunker hate to do? They hate to move, right? So if we just move cart underneath this this nice awning here, this nice roof that we have, they can't shoot us, and they're going to be forced to rotate at some point. Assuming we were in a 6v6. Now we're not. We need to just march up and kill them.
Yeah.
But if we are in a 6v6 though, we can just move this cart and just hide underneath, and they would be forced to move. And then while they're moving, is like if we can detect and see them moving, yeah. If we can just detect that they're moving, we can speed onto them while they're moving.
By the way, with 2 of them here, there's a strategy on this map called Reinhardt Dive.
Okay.
You jump on the payload, and then onto here, and then run over here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because the payload is tall. So in a situation like this where you want to get to them as fast as possible, you can do that. Your Lucio can wall right up there. Your Zarya can just feed you a bubble, and you can just pressure them to let your Widow get free shots, and you just win this fight.
That's hilarious.
The Widow's... Though there was one thing that I wish the Widow would have done is call out the kills. Even though we could have seen it right up here, I just had to focus on getting my team around this corner and out of fire from these guys.
Phantom, do you call out when die?
When people die, no, I...
Like they have no main tank, they have no main heal. Like, do you ever call that out?
No, I...
Alright, you should be calling out critical kills. Like, Mercy is a critical kill. They have no mercy. They're down a healer.
Okay.
Like, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And general question for everyone. If they have no healers, so say Widow killed Batiste and Mercy, do you want to play fast or play slow?
Fast.
No. They can't heal. They want to take the fight fast because that's how they're going to get their picks. By bursting. You want to take the fight slow because you have heals. You can just chip them down. They can't do anything. It's a big misconception, and that's why I wanted to ask the question, and you guys were so confident with your answer. You're just completely wrong, though. By the way, something to note with bunker comps, you see this awning? If you stand on it, you can contest payload from up here.
Wait, really?
Yep, you can stand right up here with a diva or a hog or any off and just contest the payload. It will not if you're standing on the...
That's whack, kinda.
Oh, I thought that was just on Rialto. I didn't know it happened on Root.
Yeah, it happens here too. This one's actually lower than the Rialto one. The Rialto one is like exceptionally high for that to work.
Also, I think one of the reasons we didn't push is because there's a diva trying to give us pressure on the back line. And so we would usually just turn around and target the diva, leaving this person open to just get smacked.
Yeah, I mean, not against a bunker comp, though. She can just hide behind the billboard.
True.
If it was a dive, then sure, but then she can just grapple away. So, I mean,
in general,
she's pretty okay.
In general, just win the fight.
Okay.
Who cares about Diva in your back line? She will have to literally 1v6. Like, do this or do this and kill them. and it's over. D.Va can sit here all day. She'll jump on cart, she'll feed you 600 ult charge, she'll die, and now she'll be staggered.
600 ult charge. I like that.
And
Sounds
if
tasty,
she
doesn't it?
jumps on cart before you go up here, you just kill her now.
Gotcha.
Which will be great because I guarantee you this Batiste will throw Immortality on a wasted fight, and then you just jump up here and kill him for free too. Yeah, like when you're up this much, you want to get the easy kills. You don't want to get the hard kill.
Yeah.
Because the hard kill will come later.
Go build charge. Go build charge.
Okay,
Yeah, you got two big picks, and then you kind of just let them stabilize.
I'm getting targeted on all angles.
I wonder if they're going to play the edge right if they back up.
Yeah, it stops because of it. I noticed it yesterday, but I thought it was just
Yep,
because
right
we
on
moved
there,
off of it.
the Batiste.
I'm with her.
Go gas
I abuse the shit out of this on defense as Batiste. You can get so much stall because they don't really understand what's happening.
Just gonna rest that. I really need heals.
And those are Masters players that don't get it.
Need heals. Heal. Ryan heal. Ryan heal.
You can drop the shield here.
Either be playing here or be playing here. Be playing the corners. It's okay to use payload as a shield too, but think about all this area that we're giving them to fire into our back line or our team, right? So we can be, if we were playing like this area, then our team kind of has like all this, right, to hide behind. And again, if we were playing shield break, she just kind of dies, right?
Yeah.
Justin should also have gone through tunnel to here, to sit here, or have gone to high ground. He shouldn't be here. This is not a good spot for McCree to be.
Heal.
Jump back, jump back.
Thank you, Vera. Alright, thank you, Moira.
Ryan heal. Ryan heal.
Have friendly back.
We're slow. We're slow. Nice, nice, nice.
Yep.
I got the Pharaoh.
For sure.
You guys should be all over that Mercy before that. I don't know if your Widow called this out, but Mercy alone up here should, look, you guys should just jump on that.
Top, fine.
I didn't get the tire, my bad.
Yeah, get out of there, get out of there.
Pasty, were you able to see the tire where you were?
What?
Were you able to see the tire from here before it killed you? I mean, like, how long did you see it coming?
I don't think I saw it at all. I'd heard the sound, but I didn't see it.
Okay, turtling like this is not something you want to do. If you're gonna die here, your team kind of is backing off, I guess. You have like one here, one here. Swing, get ult charge.
Gotcha.
Because you're dead anyways. When you get better, you can fire strike those. And charge them if you get really good.
Top, fine.
I didn't get the tire, my bad.
He just rolls it under you.
Yeah, get out of there, get out of there.
I'm gonna go Hanzo.
You see a 1v6?
Naturally.
Back up.
Careful, chunk spam.
Didn't say anything.
Alright, so they just
You
used,
guys gave them that
they just used
fight for
jump.
sure.
Yep.
What else do they have? They might have Pharaoh.
So yeah, that was an example of you guys playing slow when you should have played fast.
What didn't they say?
Alright, we have Coalescence.
Virus didn't switch. Or
He said he was switching.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Mhm.
It was the first time then.
We have we can go for a Zarya Coalescence one.
We even see her shooting in the tunnel.
No, I would just wait for Mokita to get, and we cover those.
Push up with Ryan. Push up with Ryan.
If you want to wait for
Can
me
you
to
pause it
get,
for a second?
Ferris can.
Just talking pathing here. You can go this way. Or because the payload's back here, you can just go this way.
Mm-hmm.
In general, this way is the fastest, but you're also going to take the most damage on the way in.
Mm-hmm.
Longer sight lines.
Where did he try to beat from? Did he try
Where
to
is
beat in a trap?
Where is he?
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
like
where
it
was he?
because there's the steel trap right there.
Wow.
He did that in a steel trap. Mm. Ooh. Okay.
And another thing we can do is pad on top of gas station and set up our Zarya so she can get some easy right clicks from up top. And our Kree can set up as there as well.
Yeah.
And Hanzo or Hanzo, either one.
Mm-hmm.
Just, they could just free fire down. What are they going to do? Fire's not going to do much against the Kree Hanzo, and then once she's gone, we can just chill up here and just fire down on top of them, from on top of them.
No, Farah has no cover here. Once you're up here anyways, she's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, Kree Hanzo's is going to tear her up.
Yeah, and the only one who can contest you at that point is Batiste.
Yeah. And if we had talked about pathing, and if we were holding here, the Diva Bomb would have done nothing to us because we would have retreated into gas station, right? But we didn't talk about pathing, and we wide path as well.
So,
we were going to get messed
one
up.
other thing. They're over-ulting here. They're burning 3 ults to win this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Don't beat. Play with 4, 5 ults for next fight.
Yeah.
Because you can beat for barrage or beat to push in. You can coalescence through barrage for the most part. You have a lot of options with all these ults, but once he burns beat, you're kind of screwed now.
Mm-hmm.
So without beat, that was a good example of like a dry push.
Yep, you know they have 5+ ults. You forced out 3 just by walking up here. Now would be the time to die or run. He just swapped to Hanzo, right?
Yeah, this is his first fight.
To be honest, this would have been like the one time he should have flanked to get Dragon. He needed to be way more aggressive. Because they don't have a defensive ult, they only have the Batiste. And you don't really have any win condition besides that.
Mm-hmm.
You have Ryan, you have this, and you kind of have this, the Shatter High Noon, but only kind of. Justin's not here, is he?
He's.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Something someone needs to mention to him when they're running pharmacy, solo ult the freaking pharmacy. When Farah's up here and you press Q, she instantly dies. There's nothing she can do. If the Mercy goes up there with her, you get 2 for 1. And you win the fight for free.
Yeah, just wait for her to use her shift, and she's free after that.
Yeah, they literally can't drop in time. It locks on too fast. I don't think he does it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, this would have been a really good dry push here. But you would know they still had these 2 ults because Farah hasn't barraged, right?
Nope.
Going into last fight, Phantom, you should always know what ults they have.
Yeah, I was trying to alt track, but yeah, I wasn't doing a very good job of it.
Yeah, so your win condition for last fight after this dry push. Ult the Pharmacy. Maybe Coalescence your McCree to keep him alive through it. But you could just bubble him. And then just land Shatter or grab and swing into it, whatever it is. You usually want to Shatter first, but you need to win this fight. But yeah, like this was even at this point after you gave them the free fight, this was super winnable.
Mm-hmm.
Even with wasting beat. Well, at least you guys died fast.
Do not push that, Lucio.
And he did use
Push
beat.
up over here.
But that's not entirely his fault
Watch
though,
out for
because
the
that should have
jumper
been. You guys should be discussing that as a dry push if you're ult tracking properly. So he should know not to beat there, or he should be told not to.
Watch out for the jumper up top.
Trying to see how long she stays by herself. That we don't do anything about.
I missed my mobile. I have no friendly win.
We let one of the slowest characters in the game just S key on us when we have a Lucio and they don't.
Hmm. That's why Lucio's scary.
Probably back out.
Both your DPS are alone over here. They're gonna get tired.
Touch if needed, but
Now it's not so
die, don't
winnable
die.
because he also
Yeah,
ulted there.
just S key.
Just grab
If we
that
can,
and
if we
try
can
to
grab
make
more
it.
lessons, then we should be able to win
Yeah,
this one.
Lucio, just go to point. Lucio,
Yeah,
start running.
I really do think Virus way more aggressive, almost to the point of feeding to try to get Dragon. Try to get a win condition out of this.
Junky's behind you guys.
And like we said yesterday, we didn't have to rush, to get to the cart. We could have just gone through the tunnel. We really had to. Like, they have Junkrat, but, you know, now it's obviously overtime, so we just need to get to cart. And we would have been able to at least go in at 6 and not have our Lucio sacrifice himself just to get overtime.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the only thing we have to worry about is Barrage, and we do have ults that can win us this fight. And technically this one too, if we kept it.
Yeah, tank ults are win conditions.
Push mortality is one. There you go. Oh, shoot.
How did you lose that? What did they use?
Just grab that and try to make it.
Because your Zarya was pretty well charged, I think.
I'm no friendly.
Junky's behind you guys.
It's a fat charge.
Yeah.
Push mortality.
Yeah, charge.
Mortality is one.
The only thing I can think of would be
Oh,
you weren't right clicking into the grab.
Yo, why not?
When did you die? You died to junk. Grab goes up, you're here, you're beaming. A right click there, I think does 120 damage to every side of it.
That's a lot of damage.
You need to be up here, because if you're up there, right click, even if she dies, swing once, that's all their squishies, you win the fight. Provided you're not standing on top of the suicide mines. This is what I mean, though, when I was saying, like, you guys aren't making huge mistakes. It's a lot of little ones. You don't right-click, you're late. You didn't path properly, so Lucio sacrificed himself, so you were lacking heals. All those little mistakes result in this. Do you shatter here, by the way?
I do, but
he dies mid-shatter, though.
Yeah.
Junkrat?
Possibly.
We could have shattered from back here, though. I think you, like, get up in their face and shatter. Probably
I think it's
we thought of
because
C9.
He's got a touch cart, yeah.
I think it's because I pinned the Junkrat.
Yeah. Sucks.
Wait, no, I didn't get him.
Yo, why not?
Yeah, but I did die
That was a
to
big
it.
grab.
It's a one. Go to one.
More low.
Hunter.
I didn't have orb, and I was trying to.
He gets dragon now. Too late.
He's what?
He got his dragon too late. But yeah, again, like, every single one of the fights you lost were because of, like, 3 or 4 minor mistakes adding up.
Which?
It wasn't like you guys made some horrific critical mistake.
Like,
It was
that little blue thing over
literally
there,
like
if you shot it
3
enough.
things, 4 things every fight stacking up.
Yeah.
Not being aggressive enough, like
That's why
whatever it
none of us
was.
are fretting. Like we know once you guys fix these mistakes, you guys are going to be machines. So that's why no one's
Hey,
fretting
bro.
at all.
I mean,
Get down.
or you could take down signs.
Okay, what is your comp designed to do?
Well, it's shield break, so probably breaking the shield and rushing them when they have none.
Okay, well now in 1 second, it's going to reveal their comp, which is a full dive comp.
Also, the hit scan is on projectile.
Oh, alright. Whatever. Your Farah should not be here because in the same way Ryan needs cover, she's in the middle of nowhere. She's not using this or this or this or this. She's dead. Even without them having a hit scan, she's dead. Like Doomfist and Mercy and Zen. Zen will just discord her and she just dies. So that's problem 1. Problem 2 is you let them come around. You need to be aggressing on them, not letting them aggress on you.
Gotcha.
Zen. I think they're running dive.
Bubble and get.
Yeah, the second you see dive, you guys should be pressing W. They don't want to fight you straight up. They want to get around you, surround you.
Yeah, you see Winston, just go.
Yeah, and also just look at where Card is. Like, we don't. If Winston wants to jump to your gas station, we don't care about him. Just take out the rest of his team, kill somebody. Card's right here, right? He has to come back to Card if he wants to do anything because we're all on Card or past it in this back line. And he has no movement ability for 4 seconds, so he just took himself out the fight for 4 seconds.
And Phantom, you see dive.
Yes.
Come up here.
Okay.
Just so you can get help. Especially because if you guys are playing it right, they're gonna go out of your LOS.
Okay.
You should honestly swap to Moira though as soon as you see a dive comp like this.
Okay. All right.
It's map specific, but in general, you want something that can get away from the monkey and can dodge Doomfist.
Yeah, but in the case that you can't ever die, maybe you guys are just winning. You just need to play Ana like she's Moira, and just position like a Moira.
All right.
Sorry, I couldn't do. Yeah, they're
Against
running
those
dive
dive
shots.
shots. But yeah, like let's legit just go around this corner and kill somebody. Just Winston just use all of his cooldowns, and we no longer care about him. He doesn't exist to us anymore.
And another thing for Justin here, don't fight monkey. You don't really need to. He's got bubble. You got 3 targets here for ult charge, and you have a Doomfist. You can just destroy Doomfist, and he can't do shit.
Doomfist hates taking damage.
Yeah, you shoot him once, he now can't go in. So instead of flying back here, sit here or here, where you have the minis. You have Ana sightline, both spots, and just poke. He's doing a very all-in like assassin style Pharah when there's no reason to. Like assassin style Pharah works really well against like
Monkey up top low.
more brawly comps with like Ana or Moira. You just drop on them and kill them. In dive, you just have to damage them before they dive. Because then they don't get to dive.
I think this is okay. Like I think this is proper. I think this was the wrong move.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They all back up for what, the Winston? Fuck the Winston.
Yep. Play point. Play. We're a front-facing comp. We're an objective-based comp. Play the objective. We want them to come to us, and they have to come to cart if they want to win this map, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just play cart and take out anyone else that's on cart. Legit, their
Gotcha.
comp is throwing against us right now.
Yep.
Going far.
Need healing. Dead.
No, there's no reason to get
And-
rid of a single person on their comp, except until Sombra gets EMP. But until then, we're fine.
Yeah.
We're okay
If,
with losing every other fight, every 2-3 fights. We're okay with losing that. They're never going to finish the map that way. They won't get past point B.
Your foe dies because she's not using cover and gets caught. Like, she flew over the Winston. Now she's got Winston and Diva in range because they're on gas station. And she tries to run and Diva just kills her. Should have been here. Should have been here. Phantom probably could have healed her. But she shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Running a Doomfist.
Zoom.
Doom face in the back. I'm not friendly.
Virus. He's not here. Go back to when the monkey's like right here. When the Mercy's holding spacebar, gently floating in the sky, shoot her.
They have no
I'm
amp.
friendly.
Wait, 3 seconds left.
Like, shoot her. Shoot her, please.
Someone
I help.
Phantom.
I'm not friendly.
Dropping down here, suicide versus dive.
They have no
I'm
amp.
friendly.
Wait, 3
Alright.
seconds left.
And here's why. You're gonna drop
Someone.
and jumps you. You're dead. You have no health pack and no escape routes in there. You want it to go this way to your Lucio, or this way out, or down and into gas station for the Mega. You're kind of screwed no matter what because of just your team splits up against dive basically.
Yeah.
But you needed to. This is not the place you want. Basically.
All right.
Only because there's no escape.
Dive thrives on map control and trying to take over that space concept we talked the other day about. And here we just by backing up, we gave them control of point A. And this up here is the only place that we controlled, right? So we were fine just here controlling because now we controlled a lot of this, and we did control gas station. But that's fine because we don't care about gas station. But now we've given them control of legit all of this. That's not what you want to do against dive.
Help.
Uh,
On top of me. One's on top of me. Storm on top of me.
I'm not friendly.
yes, I have amp either.
I'm down.
Phantom, you're still alive, right?
Yes.
Fight 1. Play slow.
Winston.
Doom behind.
Both healers dead.
And on defense is when you, like on offense, you want to win the attack fast. Defense, you want to win the fight slow if you can. Just burning more time off the clock. Stagger kills, stagger kills. Attack is fine with stagger kills if they're running away from point, but a good team, when you're on attack, will run 2 points, so you have to kill them fast. But, yeah.
Someone.
Got him.
Pushing. This is Sombra. Okay.
Here's our Kree.
I think he was in tunnel.
Pushing.
No, he pushed all the way up. He should have. If he was gonna push up, he needed to push over here and take the angle shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the person who actually should be dealing with her, because she really likes this high ground, right,
Mm-hmm.
is Lucio. is he can wall right up here, shoot in the tunnel. He can wall right over here, shoot in the tunnel, and he can just use boop whenever she uncloaks to deny her hacks, so she can't build ult charge. Lucio, Batiste, Lucio and Batiste are like the best two besides Moira of denying her ult charge. But your Lucio is ground based, so that doesn't happen. This is still floating in the middle of space. Just still not good, but not really going to beat a dead horse anymore on that. He's going to do it the whole game. And Phantom, you're still playing down here. This is okay right now. But again, they're probably going to stage their dive up here. Or even up here. Or they might do what they did before and jump here.
Yeah.
And you need to move after that.
Okay.
Because if we see where card is now, we can no longer hold up here because now they can just attack through tunnel. If we win the next fight, then we can hold up here again because now they can't go through tunnel because a card will have backed up. But since card's right here now, well, now we're forced to play here or maybe some semblance of up here on top of gas station. But it's probably around the corner.
There is one thing to consider with that, and it's that they're running dive. So if they go in here, you should automatically win the fight. You should go in.
Okay, that's true.
And just destroy them because they can't get out and they can't use all their abilities. The only thing you'd have to watch out for is him. But if you just put a tank up front and you bubble properly, you should live through that and just win the fight. Farah flies over here and shoots at the back and it's over. That'd be like a bait. You hold up here, they push tunnel, and then you collapse on it. But that has to be fight planned. So again, that's like the more advanced concepts of like knowing the enemy team comp, what they want to do. They like these nice big open spaces to control. So if you can funnel them into a specific spot, you can do a lot of damage. Especially with Ryan Zarya, you win close quarters fights. If you stay together. Why are you up here?
He is currently muted.
Okay. I don't know if he was just rotating up there.
I guess we can see what he does next. You guys, if freaking Reinhardt's cracked.
Yeah, okay. That's fine then. The only thing I could think of is that he was going up there to see if Translocator was there. Which is okay, except that's not his job at all.
Yeah, that one we have Farah, we can just peek and see.
Yeah.
Switch out, switch out.
Alright, so see, Lucio is actually doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's trying to deny the Sombra.
I think I'm the only one who dies to that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but after that, just go back like 10 seconds. We'll go to right when the bomb blows up. Because interesting thing happens with bomb here, right? She throws it.
Thank you.
It's farther back than this. Should have used it.
Bond, Winston Bond.
She throws it. Pause. One guy here. 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 And the bomb kills you here.
Correct.
You see how spread we are? Dive just destroys this. You all scattered because of the bomb. Like Lucio went way over here. You guys really need to stay tight and just play your round shield. Farah can do this, and you can do this because you're here, but Korean Lucio should have been here on like speed boost, kiting back already to get over here. This bomb just, even if it hadn't killed you, it spread you out enough where you probably lose this fight anyway. Because they take basically for the rest of this, they go 4v1 every single fight, but it's 4v1, 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 4v1.
Oh my god.
Doomfist feeds to your McCree.
Yep. This Mercy just really love.
Yeah, right there.
God, I overextended again.
Oh, I won.
Oh,
I
we
can
have
ult
we
when I
have
get in.
we have Zarya Farah this round. Matter.
Yeah.
Cookie, you're feeding. Come back.
Okay, it's my job.
So Doomfist just used all 3 cooldowns. Your fire should be all over.
Like how far?
Nah, he's way back. On McCree.
He used all 3
Give,
cooldowns
give
versus
your
a
monkey
Pharah.
Rana.
I've no
Make sure you teabag him.
I got Doom on me.
Monkey. Or if you want to... Well, you have Lucio, so you could also speed on the Zen. Who's alone. The Zen should be over here, where you can't get to him. So those are your 2 options. Diva can just fly away. So what would be great is if you just rush Zen and he tranced. Because then he doesn't have it for your big ults. So he trances, you stall, then you come in a barrage and fight. But yeah, again, you have to be ult tracking for that. And you have to plan that. Or see the opportunity and take it.
Where? Like how far?
Nah, he's way.
Yeah,
Diva no
again.
boosters.
Diva no boosters, supports alone on cart. You have so many options here. They're making a ton of mistakes and you're just... Well, Pasty is just shield up. Which they're running Winston Diva, that doesn't do much. He actually has his back to the Zen, which is the biggest threat with his shield should be blocking. Like, you have so many options because of the mistakes they're making, and you're not going on any of them. You're waiting for them to like you're waiting for them to make like a gigantic mistake that you can't possibly miss. When they're making a little mistake that you can punish. But like the Zen almost runs into your Rhino and doesn't get shot at.
On McCree.
Diva monkey on Ana.
I've no
make sure you teabag him.
That was Phantom, I think.
I have friendly.
That is what?
Hopped out of the chat.
Yeah, that's Phantom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he had to go somewhere at this point.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I think he has family coming in.
Ana down, monkey got me. Coming back.
I already used him.
Okay, we
That's
have 4
really
ults.
lucky.
Ana.
We
Hey.
have 4 ults.
Mercy.
We have 4 ults. We should be able to hold this. We have 4 ults.
Do I go off the McCree?
Ryan down.
Do I go off the McCree?
Yeah, Mercy gonna hunt down the Pharah.
I would.
I'm dead.
Oof.
McCree's fine into this.
You guys need to be backing up.
Yep.
Hey, I gotta go.
Alright, dude.
Thanks for everything, and I'll watch everything else later when it's uploaded.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming.
All right. See you guys.
See you, man.
I think a lot of it is learning how to play against dive. They look very uncomfortable with not having a shield in front of them where they know where to shoot at.
Yeah, it's just we just haven't been there, been in that situation yet, or talked about it. We talked about just breaking shields the whole time. So now they see dive. But I think also just now they hopefully know a little bit better that they're a brawl comp and that anyone that comes near them, they have a chance of winning. So they just need to
As
they just
soon
need
as
to
we
play it in that.
fix him and like teach him how to use speed boost, they'll win so many more fights.
Yeah.
Like just speed, press W. No, the DPS need to stop solo queuing though, for sure.
Yep.
They need to
Yep.
stop solo queuing. He needs to stop solo queuing because for most of the night it was literally a 3-6.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
It's a miracle that we won some fights, but the fights they won, they were dead sick. But yeah, it's just like they do the same crap over and over and just snowball. Just don't know how to play against dive, which is okay because it hasn't been around in like 2 years.
Yeah, and it's just not understanding like the comp and the purpose of the comps. All right, you're just so used to picking a hero and thinking for yourself, but not really caring what the other 5 heroes are. Besides tanks and heals, that's all you describe them
The other
as.
11.
Yeah, right.
That's
So,
the other thing is like I see the DPS quote unquote counterpicking, but not really. It's like while McCree is anti-dive, he's also very weak against dive.
right. Yep. Because a good Winston Diva will kill him by himself by eating his bang.
Yep. And the diva is pretty good with the defense matrix.
Yeah, I don't think she was really.
Not insane, but good enough.
Yeah.
But like, go Reaper. Go, like buy in more to the brawl. Go Reaper. Go May. Go Moira. Keep the Lucio or go Brig. And just walk the cart. S6, just walk the cart. What are they going to do to you? Doomfist tries to punch you. Like, Reaper Wraith forms, Moira fades, Lucio's on a wall. Zarya has 2 bubbles. May has Ice Block. Like, he has nothing to hit. Sombra, like, I guess her best target to hack would be, like, May. Because, like, she hacks Reaper. Reaper is just going to turn around and shoot her. Ryan's still swinging the hammer because he has all the support in the world. You're walling them and freezing them when they jump in. Reaper is not a diveable target. Like the counter picks would have won them the game for sure, but they didn't do it because they don't know why they're picking it.
Right.
Like, but like again, like you pick Reaper because Reaper's good against Winston. Everybody knows that. There were a lot of different options. I think once they understand the game better, they're gonna be a lot better off.
For sure. Yeah, and that's just what it is. It's just that next level of understanding like Overwatch isn't just a shooter, it's a strategy game now. When you're in the Scrim setting, Scrim team tournament setting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, but it's just, Blizzard did a poor job just allowing rank to even exist the way it does, because it killed what Overwatch was supposed to be.
They needed a team queue.
Yes.
Just 6-stack ranked ladder where your team has a rating.
Exactly what they need. Yep. I think they'll do it at one point someday. I think they realize it.
Yeah, it's been advocated for by a couple of like popular people.
Yeah, and people have been wanting the clan system for a while as well, which will help
Well,
with that.
you know what they were supposed to launch? You remember when last summer when Jeff was talking about that social feature they're really excited about?
Yep.
That was supposed to be a guild system that went in between Blizzard games.
That's right. Yep, I remember that.
And it got canceled.
Because it's too complicated. They just said they couldn't do it. I don't know why. I can't imagine why a billion-dollar company can't do it, but they can't do it.
It was more players having different accounts for different games. Stuff like that was causing like legit. It wasn't even like programming issues. It was logistical problems. But yeah, like
I don't know. I'm trying to think what do it because like I'm a programmer, and my first thing would be, okay, just link all the primary keys together. So I don't know. That's just me though. I'm sure I'm sure they had a legit reason for not doing it.
But yeah, maybe next practice, just spend time talking about how to counter dive specifically.
Yeah,
And
I would rather do it when they start playing as 6 though.
absolutely.
I don't want to do anything until these guys start playing as 6 people as a team.
Have you picked your actual roster yet?
I have.
Or is it all still tryouts?
I have in mind who I'm taking no matter what happens these next 2 scrims. So I do have that in mind, but there's not there's not enough to make an actual roster yet because I'm not Volatile's here, but that's fine. I'm not happy with the end of our DPS right now, except for Admon. He's the only one. So I don't know.
Yeah, Admon and Shiny Hero.
Well, he's already on the team though. Virus is already on it. He was here before me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not. Shiny Hero was Admon. Virus is Virus in game.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So Shiny Hero is the only one that I'm happy with. But I'm not happy with
Well, again, the one thing he does that the other DPS don't do is he asks for support.